What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
Some hands that we played this week, and also comparing two different solves, one which is custom and the other which is regular GTO wizard, and then bomb pots. Woohoo! All right. This is going to be a river problem. So we're on coin poker here. Maybe we shouldn't say that to YouTube. We're playing poker for coins. And there's an ante. The ante means that you can defend your big blind a little wider. And it could affect your opening size, but I have found it doesn't need to. People are opening to 2 and 2.3 and 2.5, and other people are folding, probably overfolding their big blind to it, so no reason to go bigger. That's at least been my experience. All right. So here we go. Blinds are 5 cent, 10 cent. We open to 2.5. We get one caller. We flop ace high. I'm sorry, did he 3-bet us? Let me see this. I apologize for that. We go to 2.5. Yeah, we go to 2.5. He 3-bets us to $1. So with the ace 10 suited, I don't think we're ever folding here.
Yeah,
We call, we flop an ace. We don't think we're ahead. What'd you say, Larry?
agreed. I don't think we fold
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, and I don't think we need to raise it either. If you wanted to have a 4-bet polarized range in position here, you would choose your lowest ace suited that you want to use and raise that, and then also raise the aces and ace king suited, and then you'd call with like ace queen suited, ace jack suited. So if ace 10 is your lowest, you could raise it. If you're gonna play some ace 9 suited here, you could raise the ace 9, or you could just make your bluff the ace 5 or ace 4. That'd be fine too. That could be part of your polar strategy. You could use the wheel aces as your polar. So I didn't feel the need to have a polar 4-bet strategy here in position, so I'm just linear, and this was a call. All right. We flop an ace, so we're not folding yet. We haven't lost enough money. He bets 50 cents. We call, easy call. 7 comes, he checks. I don't think we need to bet here at this. I think we can see 2 checks before we do. If we have the best hand, we're relatively safe. He checks. Then on the river, the queen comes. Who wants to bet on the turn here?
I think we can do either. I think we can bet larger, I think, and with plans to check back most rivers.
Okay.
Checking is fine too, I think.
Okay. Hello, Melanie. Do you have any hands?
No, I'm just here to watch.
All right, cool. Good to see you again. So I was not in the mood to get check raised off whatever equity I have on the turn, but on the river, it seems like it's time to go to value, go for value. If he has diamonds, he's he's continued betting a lot of them. And king 10 suited doesn't seem like it's a huge part of his range. Could be, who knows? Anybody want to check back the river here?
I think we go for thin value when he checks to us, but
Okay.
with the anticipation that we're going to overfold to a check raise.
All right. And then in position, your size like 160, 155, something like that.
I prefer B75 because I think it makes it
Go big or go like 2.
more easy to fold to a check raise.
Okay, 240, something like that. All right. I
I
do
don't know
the
if that's good logic, but
yeah, I do the straight up 160. He check raises me, and I just fold.
easy
Okay.
fold.
Yeah, we don't know what he had. All right.
You know, one thing that's cool
Mhm.
is that on coin on this not this
Yes.
undisclosed site,
Yes.
they
We don't
have
even know what YouTube doesn't like
these
anymore.
these tables called special,
Yes.
and in
Yes.
in those rooms you can see cards up.
Yeah.
Have you discovered those?
Yeah, I did. And so we can get a lot of information for that. The one thing is, I didn't want to play on any of those if I wasn't playing exactly one table.
Got it.
You know, because I want if the information for the cards is out there, I would like to take advantage of it. All right, so we were the cutoff here. We raise, we get three bet. And so the polar region here is the wheel aces down the bottom, and then a just party of ace seven suited, the very bottom of the non-wheel aces. So that's your polarization. And we don't even do the ace king suited here. We're doing the ace king offsuit. So that's our polar logic. That's fine. We call. Our flop is ace of hearts, jack of diamonds, seven of spades. There we go. He does a lot of betting. He bets small, and his small size was, what was his small size? Into the $2, so he bets the smallest he can. There we go. We just call, very little raising. Our hand does the most raising, the one without the back door. So that if we have a back door, we really don't want to get raised off it, and so here, so this is, we did the call. It's fine. The turn is the queen of diamonds, the seven comes there. Seven of diamonds comes in. Two diamond? Yes. Oh, I see. So he could have just turned full. That's what may have happened. Why he didn't continue. He might have just filled up. He also might have pocket queens. We'll find it. We don't know.
So
But he
what does
checked.
he, so he has what, ace seven, he's got two combos of ace seven suited?
He's got one combo because we have the ace of clubs.
So it's pretty hard for him to fill up.
Yeah, so he has to have ace, wait a minute, ace clubs.
Aces,
No,
jacks.
he can't. There is none. He can't have ace seven suited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if aces, jacks.
He can have aces, jacks. He can also have queens.
Yeah, he
Queens,
can turn. He could river a queen for full
Yeah.
house.
queens make sense to play this way. He could also have king 10 suited. All those do work.
Yeah.
So he checks with our ace 10 now. Yeah, so that's how much we bet.
So what, it likes the big size or check. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I like big size or check here, and we use big size. I'm gonna check a lot of rivers when he calls. If
Yeah.
he calls.
Lots of betting when you pick up the diamonds. And
Yeah.
ace
makes
10 is
sense.
still happy to bet when it's got it. 2/3 of pot, but the majority is a check. Took
The
that.
big thing to take away from here is that in theory, we don't have small bets.
Yeah. Yeah. There were the small betting on this node here by us for range is non-existent. It's all 60% pot. You can ignore all that fringy stuff there.
Quite polar.
Okay. River comes. He has lots of checks. Checking ace queen. Checking pocket kings makes total sense. His trapped aces do it a little bit. Ace king doesn't like it. Okay, so he checks. Now with our ace 10. Now we keep now we keep it going. So this would have been a much better check. It exists.
So what can we value bet?
We can value bet. Two pair. Our queens when we have them.
And two
Our
pair
full
ace
houses.
jack, two pair ace queen.
Tens is a
ace
bluff,
10.
provided we have a diamond blocker. 10-9 is a bluff, no matter what.
Can you roll over ace nine suited?
I can. It's a flush.
Yeah, and roll over the wheel aces too.
Flushy, flushy, flush, flush, flush. With a little bit of bluffs.
Yeah, I think we want to check back here.
Yeah.
But it feels okay, maybe against, we're not gonna get check raise bluffed enough. I think I like the thin value.
Mhm.
I mean, this is if we bet here, and then we look at his check raises, it's gonna be composed of a healthy amount of bluffs and solver, but humans just don't have those.
Yeah.
So I think because of that, we're allowed to value bet wider than solver.
So the important thing to notice here is ace king doesn't even bet very often. You really need the diamond.
Yeah.
So the lesson here for me is all of the betting that aren't full houses have a diamond,
Good point.
you know? So, and then the weird, tiny weird club spade there on the nines bluff. And so that was sort of the lesson that I think to take from this is that you need to be blocking the flush a little bit to either bluff it or even for single pair value bets. That's the real thing. Look at how often ace of diamonds, king of spades doesn't value bet, just checks behind. So ace 10 was not cromulent. Okay. Pocket tens. I played this morning, by the way. This is the 1-2 game, 1-2 game.
Alright.
The rumor is that these sweepstakes sites are going to be leaving us. They're going to be coming.
California, I think so.
Yeah, lots of states are going to do it. California hasn't done it yet, but it is gonna. I'm like that. All right. So pocket tens. Here we go. No ante in this game, right? Right? Yeah. Is there an ante in this game? No ante in this game. Regular.
It looks like there's antes, or are those limps?
Those are limps, my friend. I think so. Let's see. I don't think there's
Yeah,
any.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, regular poker. Okay, so two limps, from two recreational players. So we're gonna ISO, obviously. What size do you want to ISO over two limpers? And notice their stack depths.
Yeah, I'd do 5.
Okay. All right. I believe that I exploitatively went bigger because of their willingness to call.
Mhm.
One of these guys limp calls rather wide. I think I went to 7.8. So much bigger. And still got a call. So that's
So we're
nice.
playing in position with tens.
Yeah.
Stack depth is, I mean, SPR is 3.
SPR is
essentially.
3. So if there's an overcard, which there always is, we would not like to go broke with with an SPR of 3, of just over 3 point whatever, 3.4 or something, 3.3. That would be silly. It's not like it's a 1-to-1 SPR here. Well, that was a flop. So he checked. There we go. And what size do you like here?
I like the size. I mean, there's so many bad turns and rivers.
All right.
I think I like this size.
Yep. He has all the nuts. He has 7-8. He has 5-6. He has 5-5, 6-6, and 9-9 still in his range. All those make sense.
You know?
Yep. So we go to this size. We go 12, which is big size. And my thought here was just I'm not betting this board frequently. I'm gonna in position. I'm gonna let this board go a fair amount of time. So, and this hand
Yeah.
loves protection and value. You were saying, Mike?
No, I said, yep, this is great. I
Okay.
like this too. I was just trying to think, should we consider going like half instead of 3/4? But I'm trying to, this is gonna give you a 1 SPR on the turn.
Yeah.
And half would give you a little bit more than 1. But yeah, this is, I think, great.
Right. So we get check raised.
Oh,
All right. Who's folding? I didn't hear who said fold.
I was kidding, but I mean,
Okay.
I already want to, but you gotta call.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we can fold. Not to the wreck, short stack wreck on
Mhm.
this flop with our hand. I don't know, man.
You
They,
could do this with nines and stuff like that.
yeah, they could have 9x here.
Yep.
They could have pocket 8s, 7s. They could do this with. I think it's pretty close, but I don't think we
Actually,
should fold, and I think we should just jam.
Yeah, I think the SPR puts us in a spot. I mean, so,
Like
yeah,
that.
the SPR I think
Yeah.
puts us in a spot we can't.
Yeah, you're
The
not gonna fold
unfortunate
on the
thing is we
turn.
don't have many draws available here.
Him?
Yeah.
6, 7, 6, 7, 9,
Yeah,
8.
6, 7. Maybe I'm focused on the rainbow texture, but
Yeah.
I think it's fold shove. I think you chose from one of the two choices.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're gonna
so
run into
what-
jacks and you're gonna run into sets, but
Yep, and luckily you're gonna run into them for 72 big blinds and not for 150. That's nice.
This is
Um,
actually interesting because I played with a player this weekend where I called him down super light in these situations because when he would limp call with weak pairs, not like middling pairs, and
Yeah.
then he would just jam flops when they came out. Even if it was like if he had sevens or eights in the situation, he's jamming on the flop because he's so scared money that it's like, I don't want any more cards to come out. You bet bigger. You have 2 overcards. I'm going to jam here. And I'd have overpairs and just call him off and stack him over and over
Right.
again. So it's
Right.
potentially, depending on the player type, it could be something like that.
So this was a very easy hand to play, but after I played it, I went, why did I jam and not call? What was my reason?
Or are you going to
Why
fold a
do I
turn?
let him? Because this is what happens. He folds.
Well,
Why am
let's
I
look at the
letting-
SPR after you call.
It's nothing. I mean, the money's going in on the turn. The question is he bluffing the turn or is he overvaluing the turn? By my jamming, did I just tell him that his 10-9 is no good?
there's no way that they fold 10-9. They folded 2 overcards is what they did. Or maybe they folded like 5-7 or 6-7, something like that. And it was a mistake. Whatever they folded here was a mistake.
Great.
6-7,
That's
Mike.
why. They made the mistake and not me because they had equity.
I
So-
think so.
I
Good.
probably we are calling more the higher our pair.
Mm-hmm.
This is our obviously worst overpair, so.
Yeah.
If there's any pair you're gonna rejam, I think this is it.
All
I
right.
don't think this is nitty.
Okay. Great.
I
It
mean-
just when it happened, I went, but I didn't expect him to fold, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And so think about calling. So if you call, he has 36 remaining into a pot of
Pot of 78.
so
Call it 8.
he's folding 36 or he's
He's got
folding
half,
now.
he's got just under half pot left.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is if you just call, the pot will be
78. His 30, my 30, the 18 that's in there.
so go back one step. So the pot is 60.
Oh, no, you're right. Oh, no, you're right. That I got that wrong. I didn't see this. Okay. No, 70.
No, that's
You know,
right.
right. It'll be 78. 78.
78.
78.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how math works.
78. For him to call now is 36 into 156. So I mean, yeah, he's just whatever equity he had, he's folded is great for you.
No, Mike, you did it wrong. It's not 156. When I jam it, right, it's 36 into 78 plus plus is 36. Yeah, so 10, not 178, because that counts. That's counting my my
It'd be
over.
like
That's counting my-
114.
Yeah.
114, he's got to call 36.
Yeah, 36,
So-
114. So,
That
two and a,
comes-
he's getting two
It's
and a
like
half.
3
Nearly 4-1.
4 to 1.
3-1.
Oh,
he needs to
right,
call. He needs to call like 20% of the time
Yeah.
here,
He needs to win 20%.
or he needs to win 20% of the
Yeah.
time here.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. This is weird because normally
It's 2
with this play,
overcards,
I'm
yeah.
expecting the money to get in.
Yeah, me too. Yep, and my thought was just like, oh, now I've folded out his bluff. Will he bluff again? He may not bluff again anyway. But okay, So I'm happy you guys did the jam there too.
I don't think there's much else to do.
Yep,
I mean,
yeah, we're not solving this one, because the stack depth differences and the fact that it was a limped pot and the ranges are there, so. Okay,
I mean, either way, I would just think about like this. If he jams the turn, I mean, what are you gonna fold?
no, no, my call is not a scared call. My call
Yeah.
is I dare you to put in the rest, win or lose.
Yeah. That's what
But
I'm
my
saying. It's
raise
like,
but my raise just chopped off the very bottom of his range that could have still been there. That's all I was thinking about.
it's true.
But I also denied equity to, Jack Queen has equity there. Ace 4 has equity there. And now it doesn't. So that's nice too. All right. Then Jack, cut off, raising pure. Get called in 2 places. That's not good. Ace, King 9. What you want to do? You get checked too.
Check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of checking here.
Certainly check, but this is the board for you to see bet. If you do, like, this is gonna be a good board
Mhm.
to continuation bet.
Yep. But Brian said check, so I checked.
Was I in your head when you were playing this hand?
Yep. Now we get the king. Check.
Alright,
Well,
now
the
you've
check-
got some permission to semi bluff here.
You do.
I
It's
like a
easy.
check.
Yeah,
It's
you have a
easy.
lot of fold equity.
Say that again.
You have a ton of fold equity to start betting.
And Lucky doesn't have very many kings here at this point. Ronnie still can have a king. He could have easily checked back a king. But there's 2 of them out there already.
Yeah, I mean, Lucky's not capped not having a king either.
No,
He can be
Mm.
checking with you 2 left to go here, but
Could.
yeah,
I would like to check and evaluate.
He doesn't have a lot of them though, because he may be afraid of it going check, check, check again.
hmm
Greed may get him in there because we don't feel like we have an ace here,
I think
either of us.
well, if you check, you get a ton of information. Because if this guy just stabs on the button because he's like, oh, check through twice.
Yeah.
And then Lucky was slow playing a queen, you get a raise now and you get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And if you check and Lucky folds, I would consider check raising
Yeah,
because he might be stabbing super wide in this situation.
I have notes on this guy. He does not have a green bar yet. So I don't know what my note on him is right now. Looking at it, I
Okay.
can see it, but I did take some. So he did something.
Your green bar means they're good.
No,
Means they're bad.
green bar means that they are recreational.
Okay.
Means that their chips match the color of the felt because that's where they're gonna go when I take them, I hope.
He's probably a wreck if he's sitting with 53 big
Probably.
blinds, but
Probably. So I decided to bet. If you're betting, what size do you want to bet here?
I mean, I think we want a larger size
Okay, tell me why.
than king X.
I don't know. I think you could go
I bet
small, like a small and then large on the river.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe constructing a 2 street with a small then big makes sense.
Yep, you could do that.
well, you
If I
got a
value here-
short stack. So if you go big, what if you bet big? So what would you bet if you bet big, like 6 to 8?
Yeah,
Or over.
6.
So you
Yeah.
bet 6, you got 12 in, comes 20, and then he's got behind, he's got, yeah, you can still bluff if you bet big here.
Yeah, you could go, you have enough behind to do a big bluff if you want. On the river. Okay. So I go for the bluff. I go for the small version of the big size, 5.6 instead of 6. We get a call. Lucky's out.
Alright,
That's
that's bad.
that's
That's
good.
not who we wanted to call.
Right. Hey, river. 3 of hearts. I gotta go back. I can't see that. River is the 3 of hearts.
Oh, that's bad.
All right, here we go. Now. What do you like?
I like
I
big,
think you bet.
but I see what you did, and I think that's not bad either.
Well, what does he get here with? I don't think he has a ton of kings when he just calls there because there's a lot of draws on this board and he probably wants to protect his king.
Is it wrong that I want to give up?
Just don't go middle sizing. Go
Yeah.
small or go really big.
I was gonna say, because you can go small to fold out his queen high flush draws and you can go huge to fold out his aces.
Exactly.
Depends what you think he has here. I think that you should just go bigger to target both.
So. That first step, I think, is the really important one, which is we can go really small and get queen jack that played weird, diamonds that, diamonds that to fold, some of which we beat, most of which we don't, or a lot of which we don't. We're never gonna call a bet, so if he turns his diamonds into a bluff, he's going to win. If he has less than jack high, he's going to win if he wants to play it that way. We can do that, or we can shoot and try to get an ace to fold. We're never getting a king to fold.
King's never
I
folded.
don't think a jam is getting kings to fold, a king to fold here. Even a bad king, a king that didn't want to raise there, I think is calling us. A 9 might fold to the same size that the diamonds fold to.
I think you bet like
Your turn size was
30.
small enough, right? Would you want?
Yep.
No, wait. What was your
My
turn
turn
size?
size was, my turn size was about 70% pot.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was small. Nope, never mind. Because then you're folding out like 8s and 7s and other pairs and stuff like that. So those aren't really here.
Yep.
Bet 30 here looks super strong
Mm-hmm.
because you don't put them all in.
Right.
And it looks like you're just going for value when you turn to king.
Yeah.
He's gonna jam, obviously. I mean,
Right.
what do you think his range makes more of his range? Flush draws or aces? I think he probably bets a lot of his aces on the flop. So I think you could actually end up going small here.
Yeah. That was the second part of my thought. My first part was the one of going, there's a value, there's a 30 to 47 big blind bet here, somewhere in there. And there exists a 6 big blind bet here. And I think the 6 big blind bet works against a large enough percentage of his range. So
The
I
only
would,
reason I don't like that is because he can get here with a 9. And I think he just calls off with a 9 to 6. Because I could see him just checking the flop with a 9, and then the king comes out, and he's like, okay, it's not super likely they have a king. So whenever you bet, he just continues to call. He's got a showdown hand. And then when you bet 6 on the river, he just calls off with a 9.
he still might fold a 9, but you're right. He might call a 9. And I did the 6.4.
Nice,
But there you go.
I was really
Probably
happy.
had a draw.
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
Hey,
nice
Scotty.
hungry horse sizing.
So just to illustrate, let me share. I pulled it up
Yep.
on Prometheus for the flop.
Oh, nice. I'm ready.
I started checking here, but I think maybe you're gonna show us different.
I mean, we know that we're always are going to be able to check a lot, right? When we're in this position,
Mm-hmm.
multi-way, we do check a ton with, on like most of the flops, but I thought this one was going to be bet at a fairly decent clip, which I think, not checking range kind of thing is a decent clip in my opinion.
Yeah.
And our specific hand too, I thought, and funny thing is that a lot of this likes bigger betting. Like it's
Mhm.
just as much of the bigger bet as it is the smaller size. And
Interesting.
Jack 10
Yeah.
in particular is really likes a C bet.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
hard
interesting
to
thing here is that we are betting more with the diamond. Is that what I
bet.
see?
Yeah, roll over it again. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'll
it
show
was
here. We are
Yeah.
betting
there was this one sort of exception, but
Yeah.
So
We have
let's,
heart
I think I
spade.
can simplify this to like bet with the diamond. Check without. That's the way I would
No, I
think
don't
about
think that,
this.
I don't think that's a great solution. I mean, you can do it and you won't be wrong because you're randomizing. It's a way of randomizing. But if you look at it, I don't think that the diamond has more betting volume than the others. Because you have the
Yeah.
diamond spade, which doesn't like to bet. And you have the heart club that doesn't like to bet, and then everybody else, and the club heart doesn't like to bet, and everybody else likes to bet. So 2/3 of your diamond spade, 2/3 of your jack of diamonds are betting a fair amount, right?
Mhm.
And where's your 10 of diamonds hiding? Your 10 of diamonds is betting there. Where's the other 10 of diamonds hiding?
There's one,
Oh, there it
two,
is. Yeah.
three down here.
Okay, there they are. Yeah, so the other, it seems to me that the diamond isn't strongly dispositive here. But you're not making a mistake if you bet all your diamonds and don't bet any of the others. But I'm claiming you won't be making a mistake if you bet all your non-diamonds and you call
Yeah.
all your diamonds.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about a simplification that I can implement.
Yeah, whichever one is in whichever one is in your mood. They're both they both sort of get the right they get close to the right frequencies.
I guess you call it a simplified heuristic.
Yeah.
So if we add a diamond to our gutter, then I can see a bet.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would check a lot more here, but that's an extreme simplification.
So I took the minority line with my exact combo. Because the heart spade was betting the majority of the time, and it was betting large the majority of the time. I think it was. Yeah, it loved the large. The jack of diamonds allows you to bet small. That is one thing I did see that there, Larry. Jack of diamonds is the one that has a fair amount of the small. Now, so does
I
the
mean,
spade.
we're blocking continues and we have a backdoor, so
Okay,
that's an interesting spot.
yeah,
But
Betting
like
a lot
we
more
were
than I thought.
saying, yeah, and the point was, because I think if we change this flop to ace 10 or like ace 9-6 or something, we
Mhm.
are going to see checking probably what, 80% of the time.
Let's do that. Ace 9-6.
Let's see, where do we change that? Let's do this.
Real quick, Mike, how much does Prometheus cost?
I
70
don't
bucks a month?
remember.
60,
Month.
70 bucks a month, something like that.
You can get the flop for free.
Yeah, this part's free.
Yeah, I was trying to mess with it the one day, and I don't know, maybe I just couldn't figure it out. Something was off.
Yeah, we bought it for a month. We had it for 2 or 3 months of study.
Oh,
And-
what a glorious month it was.
Yeah, so look at
Really
the
is.
difference in c betting in our position here on this flop.
Yeah. Yeah,
So what's this flop again? Sorry.
ace 9-5 instead of ace king 5 instead of ace king 9, ace 9-5.
Yours is a small
And
size.
this is what we're going to see on like a lot of flops, like tons of flops. Is going
So-
to be checking in the sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does see, I'm surprised the ace king allows us to bet. I don't quite understand why.
Because
Because
oh.
we're the pre-flop raiser there, and our range and nut advantage is pretty huge.
Well, is it because we're the only one with ace king?
Mhm.
So that gives us the nut advantage. All right, yeah, that makes sense. We've got
Yeah.
clear nut advantage. All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me get back to Shareland. There we go. So yeah, I decided that of the hands that he continued with, there were a large enough percentage of them that this efficient bet was worth it. And if I got called by a 9, oh well. And if I got called by an ace, I was getting called by an ace a lot.
Well
Anyway.
played, sir.
Yeah, so I was just happy with that, that I didn't do I didn't give up. And this was straight out of a hungry horse in my head. At the time, it was this, okay, that didn't work. So I'm done with it. But wait a minute, I can still bluff out a certain portion of his range. Let's go for that. And we did, 30%.
Yeah, I picked this up from Hungry Horse as well, and I've been talking
Yeah.
about this.
So I like that. All right, here we go. This is the same hand again. Yes, for reasons I don't know why we had that hand again. Oh, that's why, because it did, because QuickTime is acting stupid and won't close windows. So let's just do this. There we go. Ace queen. So we know this is going to go badly. Oh, we have to quit QuickTime. QuickTime is being a butthead. All right, yeah, QuickTime has completely lost its mind. It can't. All right, here we go. Back to this. Okay.
What's up with this QuickTime stuff? Does that site not have a replayer or allow you to?
That's how I got the
import?
replayer. I replayed it in real time and recorded it on the screen.
Does it
You're
allow?
using like OBS to screen record or something?
No, so they have a recorder, so I'm playing on the thing. I play the hand and I go, well, this hand is worth showing. I do the screen, I replay it on screen and record my screen as I do it
Oh, I see. Okay.
while another hand's going on. So if I showed you the original file here, there's another hand going on in the background.
Does it allow importing into PT4 and stuff?
I didn't get that. I don't have the output of it for it. They don't send it. I think I asked them to send it to me once and they didn't send, and they only sent me my cards when they were shown down and stuff. It was a while ago. So I just did this. I think they're better about it now. All right. So we have ace queen. We raise and get called.
Deep.
We are very deep. We are 200 plus. Okay. So, this seems like a flop that I can bet range on.
Yeah.
Okay. So bet range, bet small, get called. Pick up equity.
Yeah, I think you get to polarize here.
Okay. So he checks. I go, 70%-ish. So I don't overbet it, but I do size up a little bit. He comes over the top, big.
It's an interesting spot. So
Good call. Got a lot of equity.
so you got about, are you being offered about 32%?
Let's see. I got to call another 20 for a pot that's going to be 52, that's gonna be 60. So yeah,
So do you think I think I fold here and call with the ace of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're getting odds to call.
Yeah.
Well,
but
so-
you got some reverse implieds here too, though. That's
Yeah.
the scary part.
yes, exactly. What happens if you hit a 10 and you're wrong? What happens if you hit a heart and you're wrong?
Well, there's
Neither one of
some
them.
tends to give you the nuts, but some are dirty.
The only card that gives me the nuts is the ace of hearts. All the rest give you effective nuts that might not be the nuts.
What about like the 10 of clubs, 10 of diamonds? Am I misreading something?
Yeah, that gives me a straight, which is great. He can have a flush already.
Yeah, I see your point. I'm
Um,
misreading.
Yeah, another flush of, the deuce of hearts comes in. I've got the queen high flush. He could have the ace high flush.
Yeah, I was misreading.
So who is on team fold?
I think we
Me.
fold this and then we call the ace of hearts.
Okay. Who's on team call?
Thinking.
Okay. Brian is on team think.
I think you call, and he's gonna slow down with weak flushes. If your flush gets there, he's gonna slow down on the river.
Mm-hmm.
So you get some sort of idea of where he's at then.
Alright.
Because if he has the
Melanie's-
ace high flush and the four flush comes in, he's just gonna keep going and you can fold.
Alright. Melanie is on team call. Dean is on team call.
I
Uh,
think I folded.
Anybody on team raise?
Reduced.
Anybody on team raise?
No, because what else,
No.
what would you raise? Like if you had the nuts here, are you raising? If you had anything here, are you raising?
No, no.
If you raise, you only fold out worse hands.
Yeah.
Or hands with less equity.
I'm not raising the ace high flush right here. I'll let him, I gotta raise it on the river.
Is he raising the ace high
Are we
flush here?
raising a smaller flush? Are we raising queen 10 of hearts here?
I don't.
No,
think there's-
I wouldn't. Not me.
yeah,
Maybe that's right, but I wouldn't. I don't
Okay.
think that would be good to
I
do.
don't think we need to.
Alright.
I don't think we.
Yeah.
I wouldn't raise my open-ended straight flush draw because I might hit a straight flush.
There you go.
And that's more fun.
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah,
one of
I
the old
like your
guys.
fold.
Chasing the high hand.
There we go. Alright. So, yeah, we just folded it.
I think I fold him.
Now, if you're 100 big blinds deep, do we like the fact that we're 200 big blinds deep here is what kind of makes me want to fold more?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have significantly more reverse implied.
Because the only card that makes me want to get in for 200 big blinds here is the ace of hearts on the river.
Right.
I don't want to, I don't want to raise him. I mean, if he checks the river to one of my cards, I'm going to bet. And if he check raises, depending on his size, I might call or fold, but I'm not trying to get all in with any of this draw.
Well, I think you should call because there's plenty of weaker hands that he might do this with.
Well, not weaker yet.
Well,
But
I'm saying
there are
that
plenty of
are
hands that I
scared.
have a river, my river that I can river him with.
Yeah. I mean, King Jack, but that's. I mean, yeah, King Jack probably just call on the flop. And then now it turns two pair, three flush, wants to make it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could have slow played a set that now he's kind of concerned about, but why would you raise the set now on the turn once the flush comes in?
Yeah.
That seems kind of ridiculous, but it's not outside of the wheelhouse. Huh. I don't
King
know.
Jack works, his flush draws work. He doesn't have to have check raised all his flush draws on the flop.
What do you think of my ace of hearts idea? Am I
Call with the ace of hearts and fold without it?
a little bit, is that a little
Yeah.
too loose?
No,
No,
that's
hey,
the
valid.
yeah,
thing.
that's- yeah, you have that card. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Because
Okay,
then I'm happy with all with all the hearts.
yeah, okay.
Much better.
Huh.
I would still call here, though, I think.
Yep.
See what he
Yep.
does on the river.
That's reasonable. I didn't.
See,
Dean, small bet kept in a wide range, so he still's got bluffs here. Yeah, if he's got check raise bluffs, he's got him here.
That wasn't really a small bet though. That was B75.
talking about a flop, I think.
Flop bet.
Oh,
I
flop.
bet small on the flop. But he didn't check raise me then. Okay. There's our ace queen. Okay. This is we did this one already. We did the 10-10. Okay, so we have these are our two last ones. These are the two to do. All right, here we go.
Whoa.
I know. Why do you're not supposed to see that yet? So, small blind raises, we have 5-6 suited in the big blind. That's one of the ones that's got some raises in it, right?
Heck yeah, it does.
Heck yeah,
Yep.
so we take it. We take it. And what you want to have happen there is you like it when they fold. That's always good. He called. Oh, he 4-bets you. You don't like that. What do you do versus the 4-bet this deep with a 5-6 suited? Anybody know?
Mhm.
Well,
do
it's
call.
worth a lot more this
I
deep
don't
than
know,
it
but
is at
I think you
100
call.
bigs. I think you can call.
I think you have to call.
You've
I
taken
think at
the
100
line down.
bigs, can you think about folding this?
Let's look at it. Let's look at 200 bigs here.
I think at 100 bigs, you still call.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you call it 100. We'll look at both of them. So here we are. We're at 100 right now. So let's do that. And we are in the small blind raises. We re-raise the 5-6 of hearts like a lion. He goes to 24 and
We
we
call.
call like a lamb. Okay, now 200 big blinds deep. I don't think it's gonna be any different. Let's see if it is.
You have to go to 8 max, I think.
I have to go to 8 max, which is gonna change the antes, but at this point, the antes don't matter anymore. He raises. 5-6 still re-raises. He still goes to there. And we,
Notice he used a deeper 4-bet sizing.
we still call. Well, his 4-bet got bigger because, his opening, because this was bigger, which made our,
Yeah.
he goes to 4 here instead of 3. And so we went to 12 instead of 10, and that pushes him up to 28 instead of 26 or whatever it was. All right, there we go. So,
One time.
all right, how about one time?
Hmm,
Okay, that's good.
That's good for a partial one time.
That's good for partial one time, especially when he checks.
Interesting spot.
Would you
Mhm.
check raise the flop?
I did not, oh, would I check raise the flop? I'm in position.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't bet the flop.
Why didn't you bet the flop?
You didn't check.
I mean, you
Uh,
can.
Because I didn't want to throw away my equity. Against the check raise.
I think a better bet is 9-10, obviously, but
Well, 9-10 is the nuts, so
Yeah.
that's nice. But you're thinking a hand like 9 queen.
yeah.
Or
I
5,
gotcha.
6 of hearts is a better
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, I have some
No.
back here.
I don't know if that
I
makes a
think
difference.
I think you have reverse implied here. I like to check.
He doesn't have a lot of 9-10 in his hand. We don't put him on a lot of 9-10 here,
Okay.
right? I'm asking, that's a question. We don't put him on a lot of. 9-10.
Yeah, so Wild West, I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
really not sure if they have 4-bet bluffs with 9-10.
Well, let's see if they exist. They do exist. Do people find this? No.
Yeah.
No, people don't find this.
If people don't find that, I like to bet more because it means a lot of their range is just going to be unpaired overs that you can
Yeah.
start to apply pressure on.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But do they check their overpairs here to go for a check raise?
I mean, yeah.
If
They
they
might.
do, if they're the check raising types, we would like to see a card more than we would like. Because if we have, let's say we have, and we have to make sure that we have these hands here. Let's say that we have 10 queens suited. Did we get here with 10 queens suited?
A little bit, I think.
Yes.
No, it folds. It
No,
folds.
we don't have, we never played it this way. But king 10 suited is here. So king 10 suited is 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, yeah. King 10 suited. Great. So we get here with king 10 suited. And we can actually, we can solve this sucker. Can we? No, we cannot. It will not let us. 200 big blinds deep. So let's change. We don't have any 200 big blinds solve here. So if anybody wants to put it into if anybody's got 200 on the wizard, let me know. Otherwise, I'll do this at 100 for us.
What was the flop?
Flop is
7,
Rainbow Jack
8.
8-7. All right, let's do this. Cash, 6 max, 100, save. Small blind. Oh, It didn't change it. I want to be back to this. Okay, here we go. Small blind, raise, 3-bet, call. And we are at Jack of diamonds, 8 of clubs, 7 of spades.
You're 6'5", bets at almost full frequency, 100 big blinds deep.
7 of spades. Okay. So here's him. And here's him being an adorable little guy there, checking aces and kings. He checks this flop all over the place. This is a check flop for him. He's checking range in this scenario, which is not great. So
Maybe he just doesn't need to bet here because of the SPR.
Shit.
yeah, my 5-6 of spades is allowed to bet. Doesn't do a lot of betting.
I put it in
And the
wrong.
thing that you thought, Mike, was wrong.
Yeah.
I like that as a
How wrong was it?
what's the word I'm looking for? Not pedantic.
Look at 9-10 trapping on this rainbow texture.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't think it probably traps as much if it's two-tone.
It's not pedantic. It's not pederast. What's the word I'm looking for? Pedagogical, for pedagogical reasons. That's what's the word I was looking for. Meaning, to teach. And saying wrong is the right way to teach, apparently. Yeah, so, yeah, it wanted the extra equity as opposed to was preserving the extra equity, but mostly checking. Now,
Mhm.
who likes to bluff here? Queen 10 doesn't like to.
Ace queen.
King queen likes it. Ace queen. These guys like it. Yeah. King queen.
4 6s. Pocket 6s.
Here we go. The 5-4 that's gonna just throw it away happily if he gets raised. He's just a gut shot. I know. So our open ender, this one can bet, mostly doesn't. I didn't. Okay. Let's hit the 9. Okay. So he's got a 1 card. There's a 1 card straight out there. He bets half pot.
I don't think we're folding.
All right, let's not
Think
fold.
Think about his 10x.
Yeah.
He can have tens. He's like, he'll have full frequency tens.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has full frequency ace 10, like he's not going to fold to your. Oh wait, he 4-bet us, right?
Yeah, it's 4-bet pot.
So his 10s exist of 10-10. And Jack 10 is, and you know,
I assume ace 10s is
Jack
a
10,
pure
10,
call.
little 10-8 suited there. So he's got some 10.
Not very much though. I
Not
mean,
very much.
in theory.
Not very much 10. All right. So he bets. And we are not folding. We call. And the river comes. And he checks.
You have the best hand.
We have
Yeah.
the best hand.
That's why I'm thinking we should be raising the turn because we want to, because we have so much more behind and they don't have that much 10x.
All right.
Right?
He bet 28-ish, right? Something like that. His bet was
Well, if you raise the turn and he's doing this with overcards after you check, you're just gonna fold out all his shit and not give him a chance to bluff on the river.
That is true. We do not allow him to, if he folds out his bluffs, but he's also still has all of his overpairs and sets.
Mhm.
And
But you can get
square
that call here. You can get them to call though after he checks.
but you want it all.
That's true.
so Solver does a lot of raising here.
Alright, so you're a big blind. Where is our value threshold here?
5-6 loves it. 7-6 is a bluff, right?
Yeah.
When it raises. It calls for
Why
check.
are we not?
Who's the bluff? Yeah, who is the bluff here?
Why are we
You guys know
not?
where the bluff?
Queen 10?
Where's Mr. Bluff? Alright, 7-6 is the bluff.
Why are we not raising queen 10?
He's queen barely.
We're being cute. Letting him keep bluff betting.
Isn't it-
Well,
we're not-
We're not
Turn,
raising
okay.
any 10. We don't
Yeah.
raise any 10,
Alright,
which almost makes 6-5 a bluff, but it isn't. It isn't. This is value.
can we compare equities here?
Sure. Where does that?
Go, keep on, go to the
graph?
right, above the hand graph.
This one?
No, go to the right.
Go to the right.
And then where it says equity,
Alright,
it says strategy plus EV and equity just below.
just below where I am now. There it is.
Yeah.
Strategy plus EV, equity. All right.
So 765 has 42% equity.
73% equity.
Is that, oh, did I misread it?
Yeah, that's a 73.
I looked, oh, sorry, 73, yeah. Okay, so. And then on this rainbow non-flush. Potential board. Nuts and second nuts are
Queen 10
trap
has
checking.
protected equity. 6-5 loses if a 10 comes.
Yeah, okay. I was curious where thank you.
6-5 has a ton of equity, but it's fragile. Not super fragile, but it is fragile.
Yeah. It's a very valuable hand, but not as valuable, obviously, as
Yeah.
10-9.
Right. And Queen 10 is just the monster of all monsters.
I would bet 10-9. I mean, I might find the trap with queen 10.
Okay. So
And
with
the
this in
raise
mind-
size when we raise 6-5 is probably small, right?
when we raise 6-5, it is a
Like-
a small size, but the small size isn't tiny. I mean, like, there's
So
only one.
is this
Oh,
a
it's all in.
protection raise?
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's all in. We're at 100 big blinds deep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because this is at 100. Okay,
This is at
that's
100, we
that's
don't-
the
we don't
difference
need to
here.
resolve.
That's a pretty big difference, I think.
So I did the thing that is not a solver mistake, but is not the solver, main line was I
Yeah.
checked behind. Now-
200 bigs is going to be different, though. I think there's going
Yeah.
to be some different node stuff.
Yeah.
happening.
Your SPR is gonna result in different.
So he checks here.
So the first question I ask you is, if we bet, can we fold to a check jam?
Mm-hmm. We can.
Alright, then. I think we get to bet and do a dramatic overfold.
Okay. I like it. What size? Remembering that there is a size at which we will change our minds when we see how big the pot is. You know, if
Yeah,
we bet 120 here and he raises, we're not folding our last 30 big blinds. We're gonna just look at it and go, fuck it.
yeah,
So let's not
I
put ourselves in that
like
situation.
50 to 60 big blinds. It feels a little nitty.
How about 69.2? You okay with that?
I'm a little nittier,
Okay,
69.9.
but 69 is always a fun number.
it is.
Oh, it's
got-
nice.
Oh yeah.
If we get called here, we have the best hand.
Yeah.
Right? He's not afraid of Queen 10. If
What
he
does
calls,
have here?
we have the best hand.
Set. Jacks.
Just an overpair.
Just a jack. Just Queen
Just a
Jack.
jack. Nice
Block.
value bet,
He blocks.
sir.
Yeah, he blocks the nuts of all nuts. You know, there.
Yeah, just queen 10.
Yep. Now, do we think that on the flop? Do we think he's going for the check raise on the flop here? When he checks? Could be.
I think so.
Could be, or just check calling.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. If we raise here and he folds out his jack, that's not a good thing. Does he not fold though with the queen? He's got the jack and the gut shot.
What
Maybe he
size do you
folds
go
a
to?
raise here. Maybe he does. So
So I was thinking you raise just basically almost like a click back, almost. You just go to like 50 something.
and then fold to a jam, and then fold if he clicks back at me. Now, if we do the raise here and he calls and he checks the river, do you bet again?
Yes, then you're all in.
Okay. Right. So if he slow plays a 10 at you, he gets all your chips.
I think so.
Okay. All right. That's a strategy. Okay. There we go. And now, so the nitty thing we saw here was we saw double knittedness, not betting the flop. That's sort of nitty there. Then on this, not raising now, add some nittiness to it, but the river bet we're happy with.
Yeah.
Maybe the river size is a little undersized with that, but he called with a
I
jack.
would go
But-
undersized because I would feel more comfortable folding to his shove.
But we were happy.
I don't know if that's good poker though.
But we were happy to get called. That was good.
Yes, that was a dream result.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
I think if you saw his exact hand, I think you got absolutely everything you could out of it.
Actually, no, I think I disagree with that, Mike. I think that the raise is better then, because what's he gonna fold down the with the gut shot there, top pair plus gutter? I think he could technically make more money, even though without
Yeah.
seeing his hand, I think that I like the call still.
If we bet the
Yeah,
flop,
possibly.
if we bet the flop, he's calling with top pair at least, right? On the turn, he's still got top pair. He's mad that that the 4 card straight is out there, but he's got the queen with the 10, so he's gonna call there. Final bet, he's gonna fold. Right?
That's true. He
Which
might
if
he might
we-
end up folding
right.
the river if you
And
check
then
raise turn,
and our
or if you raise
sizing,
turn.
yeah, and our sizing in that situation, I think would have been a little smaller.
Yeah, if he just called,
Yeah.
you just bet
Yeah.
smaller, and if he
If that- I don't
jams,
think
you
we get
fold.
this- Yeah, I don't think we ever get a 70 big blind call from him. All right, here we go. So we have deuces in the big blind and we're playing light, like we're playing, 25 cent. So we're playing low stakes. Okay, we get a call. So hijack raises, small blind flats. We got deuces. Who wants to set mine?
One time.
Me.
All right, let's set mine. Aw,
I think I have a feeling that you hit it on the turn.
all right. Yeah, who wants to, nice read, Ryan. So now we have an under pair and a backdoor straight. We're not calling any bet here that isn't we might, there's a chance we would call one big blind, but probably not. We're just gonna fold to any bet here, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay, good. So it goes check, check, check. When would you like to hit it? Would you like to hit it on the turn or on the river, Brian?
I think you want to hit it now. Makes your life a little easier.
Hit it on the.
Oh, there it is.
He checks what size you wanna bet.
What is his range? What are their ranges? They're not super strong. You would think.
No, they have a lot of.
70,
absolute-
B75 minimum.
Say what?
B75 minimum.
Okay. How about
I-
get that into?
That changed. Okay.
Well, the big fish is on your left. So you might want to just. I mean, I don't know if I love it with the draws out there, but if you call and let him make a mistake, it's not terrible either.
Alright. You don't have the nuts, but you don't always need the nuts, but you've got a big hand here.
You don't have the nuts, but you're drawing to nuts.
In time too.
Yeah.
I think you should. If
I
you're
don't
looking at it,
I don't think you wanna price in a singleton ace, and I don't think you wanna price in a 5.
it's true.
I think you wanna raise. I don't think you wanna price in diamonds. So there we go. So we raise. And what do we think about this size?
I think you can go a little bigger.
Me
Okay.
too. If you're gonna raise, which I think is fine, I think you want to go bigger.
Like
Okay,
120.
like 120. Okay. What about much bigger? What about like 180,
I
150?
go two. $2.
I like how you guys are thinking. You think I'm too solver brained. I think I like your bigger size.
Okay,
You go big here. If he's just stabbing with bullshit, he's folding either way. You're not going to get much more value out of him. So,
Right.
but he's leading into two players on the turn, and you have odds to get. You can boat up if he already has a straight, and I mean, I know what his hand is, so it's not ideal. But he's probably not going to fold any ace X of diamonds with
yeah.
a wheel draw and a flush draw. So you can charge a ton
Hmm.
to make him see the river.
That's good. Yep. We get the fold from big fish. We get the call. And then we get this weird
Oh,
card.
that sucks. That's
Oh,
that
it's-
sucks. What is he
That's
doing?
super ass.
So let's see the action because you could easily be just folding here
The
and
action.
checking behind too. I mean, I don't
All
think
right.
I don't think he put any more money in. Is
Yeah, he checked. So here we
I
are.
think
with
you can
check.
bet thin.
I think we check.
no, yeah, have pure. This should be pure check. I
Any
think
ace, I think we check.
because if you bet, what is he going to call you with? He's going to call you with eights. Is he going to call you with ace? Well, 9, 10.
Very good point. What's gonna call us? It's worse.
As it turns out, that might call us if it's worse. It
Same.
might.
I think this is a
Tens.
good check back.
That's what it did. I did check it back. I was very unsure about my level of check back loserness.
You just happen to have a hand that would perhaps hero,
Might have.
but I think you check back on this.
Right. He also would have called a bigger
But
check.
if you bet small enough, you can get a 10 to call here.
Yep, but you're reopening the action. So,
Yeah, what are you
it's
gonna do
true.
to a check raise here?
Yeah.
Fold.
right, but you only have to worry about it if your small bet induces a bluff. If
You
it
bet.
doesn't, then you're allowed to bet those smaller sizes. So the solver rarely, so the Matt Affleck rule is not less than half pot. The solver doesn't often break the Matt Affleck rule. It does sometimes. And Hungry Horse breaks the Matt Affleck rule all the time.
I think a small sizing here is
Yeah.
like, what do you get? 7, 3.8. What can you get? What would a 10 call here? What would
10 would call 28 cents.
I think I'd call more than that? I think you could bet.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying he would call 28 cents. He'd
Yeah,
call-
yeah. I'd
lot.
say like you can go up to like 75,
Yeah, about a third, quarter. Seems like
75 to get a 10 to call, and if he jams or raises you fold.
Yeah, maybe I'm not betting here because I would have problems folding the set.
Right.
We're both
But I
working
don't
on it,
think,
Larry.
I just don't think this run out allows for betting.
The turn, he would have called a bigger bet on the turn with his exact hand. Okay. That's what I got. Who's up?
Got the solver thing if you want to look at it.
All right, all right. Let's go.
Alright, so this is what we're gonna look at here, guys. We're gonna look at a live hand that I played. And we are going to look at the solve two ways. We're gonna look at the solve in a custom solve. We're gonna look at the solve in GTO Wizard, which will be different for obvious reasons around SPR and stack depth, but it's gonna be, I think, interesting. I got just one hand here, and then we'll pass it on. And then if you are a glutton for punishment at the end, I'll show some bomb points. All right, this is a hand where
We're definitely gonna see a bomb pot at the end. We have a whole
All right.
bomb pot video to make at the end.
cool. All right, so this is kind of a heavy bluff reg. So we raise to, so we're deep.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, it's got about 160 big blinds here, 100. Yeah, 160. We raise to 45, he calls.
I like that size.
What are you guys doing here?
You can check range. You can check your hand. You
Yes, we can check our hand.
bet-
Now, this is where solver is gonna get interesting when we look at it. I'll run through the hand first.
Yeah.
We check. He checks back. We get this innocuous 4. I'm gonna brick it. She bets small. Yeah, he bets small.
Yep,
We call.
we call. And we hate the fact that our call gives him license to bluff us. We hate
Yes.
that. But sometimes we hit an ace or a king too.
And now he uses a B50 sizing. Now, I felt this was a brickish river. And I made an unlikely hero because I think I'm beating ace queen, ace jack, jack 10, all the broadways, even though we're blocking all of them. We're just beating them.
Bluff
And
raise.
this size, we gotta win 25% of the time.
Yeah, it's I'd say it's close because you are blocking a lot of those.
Yeah, blocking everything we're talking about.
I don't think you have any showdown.
We don't have showdown, no. Well, yeah, maybe
No,
we don't
you
have any
do.
showdown.
You have showdown,
Oh yeah.
Kind of. I mean,
meaning that's the thing, which is the only thing I don't love is I don't love turning the ace king into a bluff here.
No,
But I
I
wouldn't
think,
pay-
I think this is
Actually-
hero or fold.
I actually agree now. I switched my point of view because if he has something, he probably bets 10 on the flop, and then he checks back. If he has an 8, he possibly comes out and bets, unlikely, but he's just going to check down a lot of his showdown here. So this is more likely to be a bluff than it is to be some sort of thin value bet. So actually, I disagree now. I would say that it's probably you do have showdown.
Right. And it could be pocket fours. I mean, it could absolutely be pocket fours.
Well, what do you know? Who's been playing poker for decades?
Yeah.
His sizing I felt didn't push me towards. I think people are greedier with 4.
Yeah.
So watching Peter a lot on Crush Life Poker, he talks a lot about what sizing indicates, like Hungry Horse. And I just thought this wasn't a greedy sizing for what he had. But
No, he thought about, but he knew that he knew how weak you were, and I'm not kidding about that.
yeah, exactly. He's
You bet
he's
you're
a, I
over
think
he's
a
got to
good
get called
player.
by, he's got to get called by ace high. He's
Yeah,
got to get called by pocket nines.
he sized it well, and I paid him. So that's the hand. Now, what's most interesting here to me is
Mark that. He's not a player that telegraphs his hand strength with his bet size.
yeah.
Nope, we think that he was thinking about your hand strength.
So let's
Okay.
look at and see. Oh, I'm just sharing this. Let's look and see what happens when we change the reins around. So I did not go deep into these solves. I just looked at flop. Haven't looked at anything else, but
Mhm.
this is, I think, interesting. So let's look at this in first in GTO Wizard. You see GTO Wizard?
Yep.
Let's compare and contrast. So first strategy, make it simple. We are betting this a lot, right? So we are betting this flop more than I thought. Here, but we are checking 30%, and we are using mostly a small size. So our SPR is around, I made this at 150 to try to get closer to what we had in game. Our SPR is around whatever that is. It's around 6. So let's compare that to custom solve. Now this is where the custom solve diverges. Custom solve bets big. So pot's 92, it's using essentially a half pot. And it's using pot. Pure. Doesn't have any checks. Now, why is that? Right? Why this dramatic difference in betting strategy? And it comes down to this, I think. Range versus range, right? Let's go back here. Range versus range. We've got an equal number of combos. We've got 90 combos in our 3-betting range. He's got about 99 combos that he is defending. Now let's compare that to the ranges I gave him here. So I gave us a very, very linear 3-bet range. And I think it's appropriate when people call too widely. From my understanding, when people call too widely to 3-bets, we go linear. That is our response. So I use a linear 3-bet range here. This is a very similar range to what I'd use live. But I
Did
love
he
the
limp?
magic solver hand, so I've got ace 5 suited in there. What, sorry?
He raised. He didn't limp. I thought he limped.
He raised.
Okay. So does he have a limping range?
No, he does not.
Okay. Okay.
So all of a sudden, when we go from 90 combos to 99 combos, and we go to 53 combos to 121 combos, you might even have more combos here. But I think this probably makes sense. All of a sudden, look at our equity versus equity on this flop. We go from essentially here, being close to a jump ball, 53-47, to here we're 60-39. And so the 60-39, the drastic equity difference allows us now to range bet big. Now my question, and also might be, so what's our SPR here? So SPR is 3. Our SPR is different. 3 versus 6. That might have something to do with it too. So my question to you guys is, does this adjustment make sense? Can we apply what Solver is telling us here to game?
I think it depends if they protect their check back range or not. Or if they, on whether you want to see bet everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see show me his calling range in the two things.
Okay, so his calling range here.
Yeah.
Well, it's right here, but I can,
Yeah.
do you want me to make it bigger?
No, that's fine. I can see that now. Go back. So he's got right. So he has the suited tens and a sliver of ace queen. Now let's look at the one that you used. I believe that one. I believe the one you used. I
I think he has this stuff, which he should fold.
I agree.
I think he's got this stuff, which he should mix with.
Yeah.
Well, actually has the same. I wish I'd given him more suited aces. I think he had more suited aces here.
Yeah.
And I think he's got like. Yeah, I think he goes wider. He doesn't call suited king X, ace X, queen X. I think he does call that. And I think he's calling the suited connectors. Yeah, I think I could have given him a more dramatic defending range here than I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too good, but I think the big part is here, right? These should
Yeah.
miss. These should be
It's
gone.
that ace jack, king jack.
All these 16 offsuit combinations here.
All those 12 offsuit combinations. Yes.
But does he actually lay those down?
Yeah, 12, sorry.
No, that's
No,
what
I don't
he
think
doesn't.
I was about to say.
In real life, no, I think people overcall this region.
Yeah.
And Solver ditches this. So I think this does. So this goes, we were talking about it before we started. I think this goes back to old school. Just 3-bet and bet.
Mhm.
I mean, we
Now,
have to
if-
look at a lot. I might go farther and just look at more combinations in the future, or look more textures in the future, but I think this makes sense.
Now, in the wizard,
If
switch back to wizard for a second. Which ace king do you have? In game? You have ace king of,
Spade, diamond.
you have a diamond. Okay, so let's look at the betting pattern in the wizard on the ace king. Offsuit. Okay. So the wizard likes a lot of bets with ace king, and with the king of diamonds, it likes a lot of bets.
Yeah, I think betting is better here. Now, if we look at. Yeah, and it likes the pot size bet here. I know it's hard for you to see the color, Scotty, but you can see it here.
I can see that one. Yeah, I can see that one.
It likes the big bet a lot with the diamond.
Yeah.
Let's sort these by equity. It's just gonna give us, yeah, so the diamonds are now at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mixing pot and essentially half pot here. As opposed to, well, it's just using, it's a much more complex strat.
Yeah.
I wonder if mine's solved down lower. Anyway, so solve down to a higher level of exploitability, I think is the technical term. But yeah, so we're betting a shit ton here against this range. I mean, let's look at this just for fun. Let's compare the two linear equity graphs. Here,
Very different.
yeah, we can see we just have so much. What this is telling us is that when we have contracted our range and they have expanded their range, and they've not expanded their range. I've not expanded their range as much as I think I should have, because I
Mhm.
expanded their range by 20 combos, and I think probably I should have added another 30 or 40 combos. But I think what we're getting here is that we can just see that range.
Yeah. When you start with a range as strong as yours, because you're missing your queen 10 suiteds and that stuff.
Yeah, I have my range is the dramatic one, right? Because I've gone
Yeah.
from 90 combos to 50 combos.
Yeah.
So I think my takeaway is that we are betting range. Let's just take this down to turn for fun. So I think I would find half pot here. He's folding, classic folding without a diamond.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So he gets there. He gets to see the 4.
So he gets call. 4 clubs. This is an interesting part of this tool. This is each available card and what out of position is going to do on each card, which is a really cool
Okay.
tool. So let's just give him the 4 clubs. And we'll see what we do here. The 4 clubs, I would guess where are we? Well, the first question is our stack this is a very interesting size because it's so awkward. Our
Having 3
stack
bet and then
is
half pot. Yeah.
our stack is 259. And we're going a little bit over half pot here at 142. Then we are continuing our lie. We've got our overpairs. We're not slowing down with ace king. If we have a club, I think is what's telling us. So let's compare that to here. So we chose a half pot. Half pot's in there. I think we're going to see the same thing with the diamond here. Yeah, continue with the diamond, fold without. Nice to see some
Yep.
consistency. 4 clubs. And we're still kind of mixing. We're like, yeah, we're kind of mixing with this combo. Over pairs maybe are interesting. Mostly betting the over pairs. Very linear depending on which overpair we have here. It doesn't really care which overpair it has in this case. With these two ranges. Now, let's just look at my line, my hero line, which I think probably is a mistake. So we check. We did bet 50, I think.
No, he bet even smaller than that, I think, when we called. On the turn.
We bet 25.
Yeah.
I should have given her 25 if I did. Anyway, so if he bets 50, I assume we're folding. Now we get some heroes, but we need to have club. Diamonds are calling. Got some fluffy stuff going on. Let's just call. Two of. Check. He doesn't have anything but this SPR doesn't allow for him to have anything but a
Right.
checker all in. So if he goes, the SPR is less than 1.
And you don't hero.
I'm here a little bit,
Oh, you do. There's a sliver.
but not much.
Yeah.
We are our value threshold. This is essentially our value threshold is ace king. Well, what? Ace 5, which we have at some very low frequency 10s. 10s, aces are calling. Never play them this way. Kings are calling, they'll play them this way. Now we're heroing ace king
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah, mostly folding it.
but mostly folding.
Yep.
Yeah. Full turn. Check. Shows a 20, it's about a 30%. Yeah, about 30%. That's check. Hijack. Gets a small bet. Yeah, folding. We should just mostly fold. Against what is a stronger range.
Yeah.
Or what is yeah, it's a stronger range. He's got.
Hmm.
He's less
And
condensed.
like, it even looks like the ace king bluffs more than it heroes.
Yeah, it bluffs more with a club. So anyway, I think getting back to what I found most interesting, and then we'll leave it, is that here, when we're just hammering big this flop,
Mhm.
and we have just such a dramatic range advantage against our condensed range and his wider range compared to the GTO wizard.
Now, when you bet here and he calls, what did you do? What did you do on the turn? Not what did you do, but what do you do when you take a bet here?
On this 4 specifically, 4 clubs.
Yeah, I didn't notice this. I just want to
Out
see
of
how happy do
position.
we make him.
We're choosing a D75 essentially.
All right. So
A
we're gonna
lot.
make him very, very happy.
Yes.
Yes,
So we can see, this is the city graph.
yeah,
So we're trap checking tens. Our aces are betting a lot. We'll trap check. Check call aces. Kings. Ace five combo draw. He's mixing. Overpair jacks is betting pure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to see?
nope, that works for me.
Alright. That was my solver versus solver nerd mode here.
What you got, Brian?
We got some hands. That's what we
Let's see what
got.
you got.
All right. Trying to remember this hand. Think I remember this hand. Okay. We get some limps. I think this hand's like just barely good. I mean, it's definitely good enough to ISO.
Yep.
When you have the button, I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the
And you could
button's
also
important
limp
here.
behind. I'm not saying you should, but it's profitable for you to limp this behind. And I think a fold with this is a bad idea. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
let
limp
me ask
behind
you-
is best if those other two players left to act are just passive and
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Look at him. Look at him.
in most games they're very passive, so I can limp more. I'm trying to eliminate limping from my strategy now, just
Scotty,
because
let me
I
ask you a question here.
wanna be
Do
heads
you
up.
over limp more in cutoff or button?
Um,
This
button,
combo.
button, because cutoff, the button can call behind you and then you don't get absolute position.
Yeah, okay.
Your ISO, you could take the pot down right now, which would be great. But you knock out the button a lot of the time and you have position for the rest of the hand, which is great. Your your limp invites him in, but on the button, you don't need to. So that's what,
So
but
yeah,
I'm
so
very happy with an ISO here. I'm just saying that because we never do it, we can consider limp. This is an exact hand you can consider limping here.
yeah,
So I was thinking that we ISO more on button because we have position. Which makes any hand we have more valuable.
Mhm.
As opposed to cutoff, but I think you have a very good point about.
I think I would ISO with more offsuit big cards and limp with more implied odds types hands that played well in position.
Absolutely.
Is how I would do
I
it.
think limping behind with an ace jack off or an ace queen off here is terrible. I think limping behind here with a king jack off is bad.
King 10, even
Off. Yeah.
queen
No.
10 all stuff like that. I
no,
definitely am
no.
ISOing, but
Yeah.
stuff.
ISO or fold, yeah. yeah, I
Yeah,
like
so if I do ISO, as
Mm.
I almost always ISO,
Right.
we
That's
get
a
two
healthy ISO
colors.
size. I like that.
So we get this flop. And this is where it checks to me. I actually don't love this. I bet out here for a pretty large size. I do incorporate a lot of what Hungry Horse talks about in live because it works and
Mhm.
it's a much simpler process than trying to think, okay, am I supposed to do this? And on this specific board, I think I actually am supposed to be betting. I mean, I guess I can bet small and frequent on this board most likely, but a lot of what he talks about does work. So I go for a big size here, even though I just don't think this hand's quite good enough to be going
No,
for
I
this
think
size.
the horse here checks this back.
Yes, I think that's what I don't like is that I think here I should just be checking instead of betting here. And if I am going to bet, it can't be like this. And I just don't think I should be betting this hand. So first mistake.
100% with you on all of you, everything you just said, Brian.
Yeah, I just don't think it's strong enough. And there are still aces that they'll limp because they limp ace jack.
Sure.
I mean, so there's limp that I'm just value owning myself that they're probably not going to fold out by the river
Mhm.
unless a flush comes in or something like that.
But you
So
have set up a perfect other Hungry Horse strategy. Let's see if you execute that one coming up.
C bet the flop, check back the turn, bluff catch the river.
Exactly. That's what you've set yourself up for perfectly here.
I'm trying to think if I do that. I don't think I do.
Is this the same old
Nope,
lady
I don't.
passive?
No. That's the lady. Are you talking about the lady that?
With that trap check, the
Yes,
flush out of
yes.
position?
Different lady. I stacked her 2 more times before she left. This was the same table though. I stacked her and then she was out of there after she
Okay.
stacked me. So I was pretty happy to stack her up twice. But um set over set. She got set over set 3 times that day.
That is
I was
painful.
Yeah, that was one of the times I've won with a set since I've been playing live. So I think it's probably the only time I won with a set. But, so I hate this even
I hate
more.
that.
I
Yeah,
hate this.
your
This is
plan to go, your plan to go, bet check, bet check call, which was a great plan. It's still doable, but boy, is it miserable now with all
yeah,
the draws there.
yeah, this is three. This is a 2 street hand, not a 3 street hand at most. Even now, I think it should have been check flop, bet turn, bet river if I get checked to twice. Um, so I all around hate this hand.
Yeah.
Um, poor play. My thought process is this lady's been kind of sticky. I had
Mhm.
seen. So I'm like, oh, I can get weaker hands to call me here, and she has a lot of inelastic hands that will call bigger sizes here. Um, and for this game, that's a pretty big size.
Right.
But the real problem thing that should be going through my head is that when she's calling bigger sizes, because I double the two things can't be right at the same time, and that's what's also true is that she will not chase with something without something super strong. She's either drawing to the nuts or
Mhm.
she's already got a strong hand. Is what
Right.
I need to be thinking in my head because I know the way she plays. She's super passive. Like I
Mhm.
saw her call back with full houses and shit on the river where she had the person
Right.
dominating. So I know it's a super passive player. And when I start betting these sizes, even if they are getting the odds, they just see $75. I don't want to pay $75 to try and see a spade or a
Okay.
diamond. So alarm bells should be going off in my head, especially after when I raise here and she calls me, is when I should be thinking, oh shit, here we go.
Yep.
And she donks super small.
Oh my
And
Oh,
god.
Fold.
I completely agree with you, Mike. I do
I
not fold.
know. I know, man.
See, the only reason I was able to, the only reason I talked myself into a call here, even though it's just an awful call, it's just never a call. Never calling here. I should never be calling here, which I will show in a couple hands that I did
Your
make some
pot odds are
laydowns.
ridiculous.
Yes, that's the thing, and that she didn't donk big, but I need to be thinking about the same consistent line of what I was talking about of this lady just doesn't bet big and she's super passive. And I've
right.
bet into her 2 times and now she's leading into me. And I'm
Right.
like, oh, maybe she's trying to block with a weaker ace, something
There
like
are no
that.
weaker aces.
Yeah, no. So I call off and she
How's your book?
river made a boat. So yeah,
How's your book?
bad hand,
Yeah.
very poor.
The pot odds are just, I mean, what? I mean, I think we can overfold here,
Oh, I
but the
completely.
adjustment is extreme.
Well, that's like what we talked about last time of how when I had that set and I need to listen to my read of I see this guy that's super passive looking to
Yeah.
push and I should never be checking back the turn there when he just calls me. But exploitatively and the adjustment needs to be I need to check the turn there because a player that is super passive looked like they wanted to push all their chips in and then thought
Mhm.
about it and just called. After I raised the pre-flop aggressor, after I raised into somebody else and then he looks like he wants to jam, then just calls. I
Yeah.
need to be thinking, this is super fucking strong. Let's
Mhm.
check the turn here and see what happens instead of just continue betting. Even though it's a
Uh,
crazy adjustment, it needs to be made.
So you're getting 8 to 1 here, getting your equity requirements about 10, 11%. But Scotty, what do you think? Can we
I
just,
think you're not, I think you're getting eight, you're saying 8 to 1 as if you're gonna win the pot when you're right. When you're
Yeah.
right,
This is
you're gonna
never gonna
chop
win.
the
Chopping.
pot.
You're chopping
that's a
against
very
the
Yeah.
good point.
worst.
Yeah, that's,
I'm just
You're
never gonna
calling
win
for a
it.
chop. You have a really good point.
yeah, OLP, the old OLP here is not turning 40 into a bluff often enough.
The
So
eh,
can we,
and she's the worst hand she has here is a queen. Just absolute worst is a
Yeah.
queen that I'm
can
dominated
we
by. And
then
I'm not getting the
think,
fold.
can we then agree that this is not a dramatic overfold. This is an appropriate fold.
I think
for
it's,
that.
I mean, if you went off of based on the pot odds and my hand strength, you would say like it's a dramatic overfold. But if you base it off of the way the players play and the way I know that they play, that this is just an easy fold. This isn't even, this shouldn't be a difficult fold whatsoever.
Okay, so let's look at this at MDF for a second here and see what hands can we have here that we can call with.
Yeah, let me pull up my
Good
MDF thing.
question.
Yeah.
What was the pot before she bet?
It was like 300
What
And
was
she
she
bet
doing?
what?
She
She bet
was
like
giving me,
30?
and she bet 40.
she bets 40 into, you defend 80% of the time.
Right.
So
88%.
yeah,
Right.
probably even higher, but just based off my quick of like
Right.
25, even though I
Right.
know I need to defend more.
Yeah, so
Right.
you need to, so you need to defend 88% of your range.
Right. So when do we get, what hands can we get here with that are good calls? So as played, she limped, we raised. We can have ace queen and play it this
Yeah.
way. Good. We can have king jack suited and play it this way. We can have ace king and ace jack, so at least our kicker plays.
I think King Jack is honestly the only hand that I can call with. Or Queen, not play
Yeah.
it this way. I don't think I'm playing a Queen this way, but like King Queen.
Yeah, you also still have aces, queens, pocket nines.
You can
Well,
get,
I'm talking
queen,
about
king,
hands that
queen.
are, those are easy calls.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
What we're saying is do you have any of those? It's like, yeah, you have lots of those.
This is not one of the hands.
Yeah. If you
It's just not.
if you feel the need to be cute, if you feel the need when someone bets out and you go, how can I fold? How can I be seen to fold for 40? If you want to, you can say the words. Is that the queen of spades? They say no, you go, why isn't that the queen of spades? And then fold.
I don't even care. I like show.
You don't have
No,
to.
no, like if I get caught bluffing, I would happily put it down because now people
Yeah.
call me later.
This is a little different though. This is not getting caught
Yeah.
bluffing. This is getting caught folding top pair. And does anybody at your table adjust and go, oh,
Well, no, they're all what they're thinking now is that when I fold, I was just blasting into her and trying to
Right.
get her to fold. I'm
Great.
assuming is what.
and
Right.
so
they're
is this
thinking.
true? Like when we're talking about minimum defense frequency, which is what we were kind of talking about,
Mhm.
because we have all of those other hands, this is pretty far down.
Right.
Oh yeah,
So it's not like
this is terrible.
Right. But also minimum defense frequency is how often do you have to defend to protect yourself from them being able to profit at this rate from from betting range, from,
yeah, from
and she's
betting.
not betting
Yeah.
range. You don't
And
have
they
to.
also
defend.
just they don't make these adjustments to play
Yeah.
against you. I mean, these players are with unstudied, let's say.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just don't. They're not making adjustments. They don't care
Nope.
what I do. They play with how their two cards against my two cards, not their two cards against my range and my tendencies. So, you know, it is what it is. I did run into one good player. We didn't get into a pot together, but I noticed him on Friday last week, and he was actually pretty good. And I flagged him, but
Good
it
job
was,
not getting into a pot with him. We like that.
well, him and I,
How'd
he
it go
kept
this
on.
weekend for you?
Oh my gosh, Larry, I don't even. So
Oh
I
no,
got
how many hours did you play?
probably about 14. So I played just Friday and Saturday, and Friday I played. I went down like huge early. You'll see the hand in a second on where I went down. It's just another stupid spot that I was making bad decisions, but I ended up stacking up and getting up to even when I was down like 900. Stacked up to
Whoa.
even and got the hell out of there. So I was happy with that, even though I was down 700 and I got back
Mhm.
up to even and I ended up cashing out with like a $30 profit and I was like,
How'd it
I'll
go on
take that.
Saturday?
Saturday went terribly, just super slow. I didn't really make many hands. I didn't make many hands. I got a lot of bluffs through that kept me afloat, but it was kind of just diminishing of getting into multi-way pots, not hitting the flop, not trying to bluff into multiple people, and just folding out and getting out of the way. So
Good choices.
it was slow. I think I lost like 200 or 300 that day, but it's just kind of, I think that I played pretty well. I just didn't really get any chances to make money. And when I did, I made myself win the absolute minimum. So I'll show you
Cool.
that one. I'll show you that one where
I
I
liked
made.
everything you said until that last sentence. Didn't
Yeah,
like
right.
that last sentence. All
Well,
right.
Hitting
that
in the
was
small blind.
one specific hand that pissed me off that I made the absolute minimum on when I think I could have played it much better. But it's
Let's
okay.
squeeze. Let's squeeze.
Yep, we are sort of 15,
I like.
and we get heads up. I
Great.
don't remember this hand.
With old lady passively.
Oh, this is not this weekend. This is from actually 2 weekends ago. I
Okay.
hate this one. Same lady, actually. Um, there's any flop to bet, it's this one. But
Yeah,
this
see
is a
that. This is like if you had the bet sizings, if you use the bet sizings you used in that last hand, this is gonna be great.
well, Mike, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I I check here, which Hungry Horse. I think I just bet Hungry Horse
Checking here
flies.
is not the worst. I mean, the way to look at this is that she doesn't have much they can call you with. You're blocking everything.
Yeah, that's part of why I check. But I'm also thinking, okay, if she has nothing, she's just not calling me
Right.
either way.
Yeah, there's no money to
So
be made. Let's get money. from this part of-
we might as well just start putting money in. And if
Mhm.
I was going Hungry Horse, this would just be he wouldn't check raise this because what the hell, that just looks so damn strong. He would, and you have an invulnerable hand, so you raise. I think I should just bet like 30 here is what I think. I think I should just
Well,
bet
if you're gonna,
30.
I think your choice here is, I think you have a bet small here too.
I
I
think I
mean,
could bet
this is a
small.
situation where you want her range to be as wide as possible. So I think I like bet small here.
Mm-hmm. You can bet
Well,
range small.
I could bet small. I think against this specific player, if she has nothing, she's just folding. So I think that it's basically there's no draws on the board, really. I mean, she could have Jack 10 or Queen Jack and be drawing, but even live players don't love to try to draw, especially when they do put you on Ace King all the time. And
I would
I'm sitting,
bet a size where I think she makes one call with her under pairs.
that's what I was considering of why I would consider going small. Um, I do check though, and she checks back. And then here, so I check here, but there's really a big reason for why I check here because she starts betting out of turn here.
Oh,
So
okay.
I see her putting money in, and I'm sitting here trying.
Oh, yeah, let her.
So I think do I put yeah, so I check and she bets
So
like
you're
$10. Yep.
so you're talking before the turn or now that the turn is
As the
here?
turn comes out. Yeah,
Oh,
so as
okay.
the turn comes out, I'm getting ready to bet and I see her putting money in. So
Right.
I'm like, okay, let's just check here instead. So I check over to her. She bets $10. I'm just trying to think of how the hell I get value out of this. I was like, do I raise now? It's just,
If she's passive, you need to raise now because there's so much she's gonna check back on the river.
yeah, as I only call. I fucking hate this. I forgot about this hand. I'm happy I forgot about this hand. So I'm like she's passive. There's just so much just getting checked back. I'm pretty sure I donk here for 50, which I'm fine with the donk since I didn't raise. I mean, I think the not no raise there is terrible. Um, it's just when you see your specific hand, it's
Mhm.
fucking rough and it pisses me off. And I had the only hand I could probably actually get a decent amount of value, but she tank called me and she said, I thought you had that. I thought you had ace king. I thought you
Oh,
had ace
God.
king. And I was
They
like, what
always
the
do.
hell is going on right now? But that was rough. That was terrible.
Yeah,
And I mean, this is a big problem, is I have
What
no
part is
problem putting
terrible?
I think if you look at her specific hand, it just looks awful. But if you
Yeah,
think
but you're
about it,
talking about her specific hand. Her
if you look
having a
at
king, queen, which is heavily blocked, there's only one king left. And then her thinking the queen, I mean, that's a super rare occurrence.
But Larry, what hands, let's look at the hands that, assume that it goes check, check on the flop and she bets that queen there. What hands are you going to get more money from?
On,
king
uh,
queen,
Yeah, what is it? She's got queen, jack and queen 10 here, so she bet her queen once and she was gonna check it behind, but she calls your 50 just in case. That's the hand that we like this line for? Queen 10 and
I'm
queen
sorry,
jack.
say it again. That's the hand.
So, um,
I
on
didn't
the
hear you.
flop, let's say on the flop, we were going for a check raise. Let's say that that's what we were doing and she didn't give it to us. So it was check, check. On the turn, I love the fact that you saw the read. She's gonna put money in. So you check, she puts in 10, a third of the pot. What hands does Brian's line get money from? And I guess it's queen 10 and queen.
queens, pocket queens that she doesn't raise pre-flop because she's
But
super passive.
pocket queens, you can check raise the turn.
Yeah,
We're talking about, Larry said Larry was happy with your line, and I'm saying, what hand is this line optimal or good against? And I guess it's queen, I guess it's good against queen 10 and queen jack. It's good
got it.
against ace. No, it's not good against ace because the ace calls your bets. The
Yeah,
ace calls
aces.
bet, bet,
It's
bet.
not.
It's just good against, it's just good against a bad queen, right?
Yeah, it's awful against what. Not specifically what she has, but what her range should be mostly built on is here should be a lot of aces.
So you,
And
well, what's our SPR on? Okay, so you
10.
check turn, right?
yeah,
And then
it's
she bets 10. So. Yeah, I think a check raise is better here because now there's a lot that can call your check raise that shouldn't. Around clubs and around gutters,
Jack 10 of clubs.
check 10 of clubs. So I guess, and our SPR is like 9 or 8. Yeah, I think a check raise is probably better here. Check,
absolutely.
even if that check raise is, a click.
Right.
But
Does
a
she
check
fold all,
raise seems important here.
does she
You
fold
know-
all her queen, jack and queen 10 here to the check raise? With her gutter? And does she
Maybe
call the
this
6 on the
player.
river?
Good, she
Does
does.
she call the river with queen, jack and queen 10? Probably not.
Maybe this player folds the check raise.
Okay.
11.
But
Yeah, I
see,
think,
I think that I could possibly exploitatively play this spot better. When I see her betting, I should just choose my own size and donk into her because she has something she likes.
well,
And if
this
I
is
a check
this
raise
is a
is getting
pro, but
That's
well,
interesting.
but if I raise into her, so check raise is going to generate so many more folds than if I just make it like 40 right now.
Yeah.
And I see that she wants to bet, so she has something she likes. But if I check raise, it's going to look super strong.
so you
So
read when you looked at her that she was planning to
no,
bet?
she was betting out of position. She was out of position, already reaching to put chips in before I had done anything
Oh,
when
so
the queen came
you're
up.
out of position, but she's in position. And you
Yes.
see her getting ready to bet before you had taken an action.
And it's not like she's looking at me trying to read me. I'm staring at her. These people don't look at you when you're playing. You're staring
Yeah.
at them, looking at them, picking up reads. They're just looking at their cards and looking at the board.
Yeah, then your
So she
check is
sees that
good, but I
I don't
think a
like
check. Scotty, do you prefer a check raise here on turn?
I don't know that I prefer it, but I would absolutely have done it. Meaning, when I saw that they were going for chips, I would have check raised.
Yeah, I think check raise is
wouldn't have thought
better.
it
I
through.
agree. Check raise is better here.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at her and she is planning a bet and you can see some kind of level of increased excitement by her.
Yeah. I like the fact that you thought of this, Brian, of going, since she wants to call, she will call, I'll bet 40 and then I'll bet,
I
no,
make her call my
five.
size, yeah.
Yeah,
Instead
like
of check
that.
raising and generating a ton of folds.
Right. But I wouldn't have thought of it in game. I would have been so
No.
happy to know that she's betting there, I would have done it, but I absolutely would have check raised the turn. There's no way I would have check called the turn.
No.
Because-
What
No,
about,
it's
what about
terrible.
betting because she is planning to bet?
Right, that's what Brian said.
That's what I was
wouldn't have
saying
thought
is-
of it,
Okay, I
But I
got
think it's really, I think it's a really good thought.
Yeah, is bet into her, which in game, my instant reaction is just instinct of check now because I see that she wants to bet.
Yeah.
And then of course I make a terrible mistake and don't raise. Of course, when you see her combo, it makes it even worse because I know I can get 2 streets of thick value from this hand, like
Mhm.
deep, big value from her hand, even though she was tanking me. But what size? I would say, I'm trying to think of what size I would go to, even though I made a terrible play and didn't raise. What size should I go to? I mean, I would like to go
50.
massive. I'd like to go big, but because I mean, they at this specific table has most players in the game don't. I don't know what they think of me at this point because they just don't call me down a lot of the time when I am bluffing and
Good.
all that shit. So I don't know what they think of me specifically, but these players had seen me get caught with my hand in the cookie jar running a big triple barrel on one hand. So I was like, okay, maybe I could go huge here and make it look. Yeah, I did this with, and I did it in a similar hand prior. Was I check raised massive with a bluff, and the guy tank called me, and then I just continue. I shouldn't have continued on the river. It was stupid, but yeah. So I was thinking I could maybe go huge here and get her to call me, like go like 70 or something like that, and get her to call me. But the other thing is, are they even paying attention? Because they probably aren't paying
What
attention.
about
when they see
absolute
me.
bet size? I mean, so is 70 a
70's
big?
big.
I kind of like
70.
45. I think 50 is kind of a line in the sand. I kind of like 45 here.
But remember, remember that one thing, Larry, about your line in the sand, which is, it seems like she's got hands that can cross that line, or it doesn't matter where that line is, and she can't. It seems like it's that queen 10, queen jack thing, which isn't going to give you more money,
Yeah, okay.
or isn't going to give you enough more money. And so let's go for when she has.
Let's go. Let's target top of range.
Yeah, I think so.
In game, I didn't find it, but I think that I like the play of delayed C bet here whenever I see her reaching for chips, because I think that just gets. I think I can delayed C bet to like 60 here, and she's gonna call me. I mean, she's definitely calling me.
Yeah, this is a very unique spot where you have a clear read. You've got the nuts, second nuts. Clear read, and then maybe betting when you anticipate she's gonna bet makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, she's just not bluffing, and if she's not paying attention to me, and she sees a card and instantly goes to grab for chips, she likes that card, and I can, because when I check raise here, it's just even if she was on something like a queen, I think even like if she had a queen 10 or a queen jack here, which I don't think she'd bet, she's too passive for that, but. So now I need to be range. This is another big problem is that I don't even think she's betting an ace here. So what I should be thinking is she has a king. This is not, she has a king or a jack 10. That's
But
what
it's
she
so
has.
weird. It's so weird for her to have anything other than jack 10 here, because it's so weird for her not to bet a king when you check to her.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, that is so passive there. So it's hard to
She's-
put her on, it's hard to put her on a king. And what is a queen like? Well, pocket queens. Pocket queens doesn't open limp. So what hand does she have here? I mean, she has king queen. I'm wrong about this, but I'm saying in our logic.
She has
when
jack
she
10
has
or a king. That's what I should be
Jack
thinking.
10. And jack 10 will call a lot of money.
Yeah. So I think that that's this is, I mean, obviously this hand was played very poorly.
Yeah.
For some reason, I only like to put money in when I have absolutely nothing, and I don't like to put money in when I have a lot.
Right.
So the problem
One other thing before you move on to the next hand real quick, which is about this tell, just to remind us, there's another famous tell that gets talked about a lot. I don't know that this one is reliable. Everybody else says it is, but I've been fucked by it. But let's remind ourselves of it. It's when somebody picks up chips at you and is telling you, if you bet, I'm going to call.
I think that just means
And,
the
the
opposite.
and supposedly that tell is they're not going to call.
Yeah.
They're trying
I think
to
that's-
intimidate you into not betting.
I think that's very player specific.
But that's not what you saw. She wasn't picking up chips.
No,
at you.
no.
She was picking up
No.
chips at the pot.
She
Right.
was, I see flop, flop is good. I pick up chips, put chips in pot.
Yeah.
That's what's going through her brain.
Right.
And my brain shouldn't be going. My brain should have thought about it for an extra second and thought, okay, well, if I check raise here, I might generate a ton of folds, but if I just lead now and make it big and make her pay my price to see it, I can get her to call me down with, I mean, every hand she has is worse than mine unless she limped aces, which I wouldn't even put out there, but if she limped aces, I get stacked big is what it is.
Yeah. Having
But
said all that though, Brian, remember is when we look at that and go, she likes her hand, and we think about the hands that she likes, not only will all the hands that she likes call your bigger bet into her.
Mhm.
I think all the hands she likes will call a check raise.
okay.
That's the
Yeah.
thing is you were saying this isn't even an ace. This
That's
is better
true.
than an ace, and everything better than ace calls a check raise here.
I will say this is 2 weeks ago, and I think I'm consistently getting better day by day. So this situation, I should be able to next time be able to evaluate better and play better. So because I will show Larry, I have these just for you, Larry's laydowns I made. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself for laying down.
We were talking a lot about making folds last week.
Good.
Yeah. It's my number one thing is that, like, I'm very aggressive, but the problem is my biggest problem is in my aggression makes me a ton of money when I'm bluffing, but I call down way too light.
Me too.
It is my number one thing is I generally
Pretty
make a lot of
common
money.
with heavy bluffers. I mean, if you can change that, you'll be in really good shape.
Yep. Let's
That's
remember this, Sam.
It's calling too much.
Oh, this is the lady that this is the other old lady passive that we were talking about, Larry, that caught the king five straight on
Yeah.
me.
That
So
we dissected with the solve.
yeah, so this hand, this I think I could have laid it down slightly earlier, but oh, I guess I might as well. I don't want to. I think I could have laid it down here. She
Yep.
just raised into two people that I so and this is a short stack. This guy's getting the money in. At least I don't know if she's thinking that deeply,
This
but
is a totally acceptable overfold.
Yep.
yeah, I don't make it yet. But
What does Brian say, Joey? I mean, Brian, what does Joey say? Even though you never heard him, we've repeated it.
your single pair is not good here.
When
It's just
when in a multi-way pot, if two people are interested, and this counts as interested, one pair doesn't often win at the river, by the river.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think there I should just lay it down. It's bad.
Yep. Now it's
And
terrible.
now the draw comes in, she jams. We just lay it down. This is an easy fold. Should have been folded on the flop, but it's okay. And now watch this. She got set over set. I took a little bit too much enjoyment in seeing this. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit happy to see that she got set over set because I was pissed
Yep.
off whenever she rivered that flush on me.
Mhm.
I was like, at least someone's set holds up. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we're okay with that. I think I could have folded earlier, but okay. Ace
See,
10.
Let's see. So the fact that the guy was short, the guy looking into short, makes it a tiny bit harder to lay that down, but you still should lay it down.
Yeah. I think that
There's no-
I
there's no
was
doubt.
more worried about her range than his range, even though obviously it was his range I should have been worried about because when he calls, there's a lot of king X that he saw that I beat still, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And except for king 9 that flop 2 pair and stuff like that, versus her raising into me. I mean, I just think somebody has 2 pair plus there. Is
Yep.
what I need to know. Is that
Yep.
and she's passive. She's pretty passive, so she's raising.
He doesn't have a hard
So-
draw.
Yeah. So we open. I'm going back to opening. I don't know what you guys think about this. I'm going back to opening 2 bigger sizes because I am sick of playing multi-way. I fucking hate it. It pisses me off. I'm so tired of it. So I'm just tightening up my range and
The
opening.
RFI inflation size live is inevitable. Just
Yeah.
happens.
And when you do it, don't play in my opinion, don't play the 2.5 big blind opening range. Play open to 5 and play the 5 big blind opening range.
Yeah, I played, I mean, just pretty much top of range. On the
Yeah.
button, I have a little bit more just because I'm gonna have position. So I
I
play a
will
little
say,
bit.
if you want to really go nerdy, one option is to get that wizard thing and screenshot the ranges. And
Okay.
then you can just have it for a month. Just screenshot all the 5x
Yeah,
RFI ranges.
Yeah, I think I should probably do that. I mean, I looked through it with Mike. I think Mike has it. Somebody in here has it.
Yeah, Mike has
Mike
shown
has-
it to us before, but
And
go
it's
through it,
just
screenshot, and then begin to adjust to it.
it's super tight. Is pretty much what I put in my head.
Mine are
Okay.
different because I'm playing Chippy V, but yeah.
Okay.
It has
So-
exactly your ranges, which is a 10% rake.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and I'll probably have to do that. So I'm trying to remember this hand. I don't remember this hand. I think this is good enough to bet here. I
I
think it's
think you
pretty
wanna check
close.
here.
It's good.
Even though
enough
we
to
just
bet.
looked at a multi-way solve that showed us betting here, but a little bit different configuration.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and the hand as well, it probably wants to check.
okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought that
hard to
this was-
improve here.
I thought this
I
was
mean, I
like
thi-
right in the area of hands that are strong enough for me to start betting. I think well, ace nine's obviously two pair, but say it's ace king
It's
eight.
kind of
That ace
awkward
nine, I
because of
should
the
just check.
stack size of the old man passive on the short stack. I think I prefer check here this early. What do you guys think?
I do. I like a check here.
You're just really early and you've got a flatter early and you're gonna find out information. Generally, I think you like to check here and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I think check. I don't think betting is wrong. I think that,
Not,
but I do personally. I think it's just like a middle hand. I think ace jack. I definitely bet. Or ace queen. I definitely bet.
Yeah, those are different hand classes. But
And maybe ace 10 is like the bottom where I just check.
the thing here is that if you get a call from the passive short stacker, you're kind of in no man's land with the SPR that you're gonna have. Your SPR is gonna be less than one. It's gonna be as
Well,
awkward as fuck.
If the other guy folds and you get a call from the passive guy, you can just jam the turn
yeah.
and win or lose, for that amount.
This guy calls. I
Only
think this guy
one-
calls.
this is
Alright,
the pro-
now you've got there's
Yeah.
very few hands that you're not gonna check.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah,
Well, get ready. I didn't learn my lesson enough yet.
no,
And I
yeah.
said, oh, he put it in. This guy folds. I'm like, oh, he put it in. He has 61 bucks left. Whatever. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Nope,
Just
you're just gonna
fold.
lose
This guy's
$51
passive.
here. Yep.
Yep. And he turned just out of sevens.
Mhm.
So
Not even the
that
thing expected.
That is, well, he should have folded flop anyway.
Yep.
but I should fold when he raises because I haven't seen. I saw this guy play two hands the entire day.
Yeah.
So let's be honest here. If he wants
And
to
I
put
think
all
it's
his money
also
in, he's got me
very
beat.
common for tight passive is that once they enter a hand, they are sticky.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
That's a common meme. I mean, this is a clear flop on
This
fold
is
on
an
flop,
easy fold for him. Yeah.
but
Not for him. He's got a
but
pair.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is an adjustment that we can expect. I mean, he just luck boxed it, but we can expect tight passives when they enter a hand to be stickier.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes down to the same thing over and over again. Just lay the damn hand down, Brian. Just put it down. You have top pair, doesn't matter. You're not good. Get the hell out of the way.
I think, well,
Go early.
let's dissect this one more way, which
Oh.
I think will help you get to a fold in the future. Let's go back to his turn play.
Hopefully it's this one.
Yeah, just, okay, now, okay, we bet he calls, call. You check. Now he bets, he's not betting just into you. He's betting into two people. So one way to dissect this is he's now putting the rest of his money into two people. You can dramatically overfold. And Scotty succinctly put it in the chat there for us.
I gotta look.
Yeah, we can make dramatic overfolds when he is betting into two people.
We're always looking
On
to
a
never
card,
flop.
on a
Yeah.
card that one of them, on a card that one of the, it run. We're always bluffing there, never bluffing. We're always bluffing there, never bluffing.
You know,
That's like,
The day somebody bluffs me, they'll tell me. I
exactly.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that, and he does it on a card, this isn't heads up.
So I'm not
He does it
changing.
on a card that one of you is waiting for.
Yeah. And yeah, this is just a fold every single time. I talk myself into it because it's a small size or whatever, even though
Mhm.
it's really not that small.
Yep.
Yeah. Need to lay
It's
it down.
30 big blinds.
The same consistent problem of just lay the damn hand down. And we get to do, I think we get to do like one more hand where I don't lay it down and I need to. And then we get to do a couple hands where I actually play decent. So I brought a couple of decent ones. So
I like how you're naming your hands.
this is the guy I was talking about earlier too, was scared money lawyer and priest who he'll get a pair, he'll call, flop comes low, he jams. And even with his pairs not an over pair, even if it's just in the middle and I'm the early position raiser, he thinks I have two over cards. He just
Right.
wants to win the pot. So that's
Right.
a little bit about this guy. This guy straddled. He was actually, from what I had noticed, a better player. I still wouldn't say good because he can limp raise me with pocket aces. He didn't show the aces, but then 2 seconds later, he limp raised again and he had aces. So
Right.
we can infer. I think I laid down ace king because I was
Button
just like,
straddle's
this is
such a
just
fucking piece of shit.
yeah, it sucks.
So, yeah, this is,
Okay.
so let's see. So the straddler calls you three ways, jacks. Your SPRs, you're deep here.
I don't think this is likely to get stabbed.
Your
I think I could go for
SPR is
You can bet this.
6.
yeah. So I think I just need to bet here and
You need
start
protection. This is good.
try and get them to fold out.
What about a check raise, guys?
They have to bet. They have to stab for you to get your check raise in.
Unlikely.
And Brian's table under stabs.
Yeah. I mean, on this specific flop, if they made something very strong and it had heart, or it's some sort of, there's wet and dynamic, then it would be more likely that I'm going to get a
Can
stab
we
here.
get nerdy and talk about range check and then protecting that with check raise, or we don't give a fuck?
I don't protect my checking range whatsoever when I'm playing in these games. I mean,
Mhm.
just I don't think about any of that shit when I'm playing. I think about what's their range, what
Yep.
do
What's
I
their
need to
range
do
and what
to
am I
get
gonna
the
do about it?
exactly like what's their range? What am I going to do about it? How am I going to get them to fold, or how am I going to get them to pay me the most?
Well, if
So-
this guy just shoves low pairs when you check to him, I don't know.
That's true, but I also it's not. I don't know he has a low pair.
Right.
No,
So I'm not in this situation where I can say, okay, this guy has a low pair. He's gonna shove into me and bet crazy because
No.
if he has nothing, he's not gonna bet. But if he has something, he will. And this is a board that it's not likely that he has a ton here. And if he
Right.
has a draw, he's not betting his draws. He's not the type.
And if he has a pair, he's not folding it to your bet.
No. So yeah. So I bet 25 here. I think I like this sizing. I don't think I hate it.
No.
This guy raises 200. And this is where, okay, right here, I'm thinking, okay, this is it right here. He has a pair. And I'm not worried that he has two pair or, I mean, he could have two pair. It's possible. I don't think he's going to play a ton of like 9-6 or 6-2 because I haven't seen him play a ton of crazy weird hands, especially when I raise bigger. So he's really isolated into he has a pair, he has 10s, 7s, 8s, something like that. He thinks I have two overs. He wants to get the money in to push me out of the pot so that he can take down his pot or whatever.
Does he
So
ever do the, if he has sixes, does he do this with pocket sixes?
no, I have seen him if there was more draws, I think he would do it with sixes.
Okay. good
Or
enough.
two pair.
All right.
But I think without more draws, I don't think
Yep.
I think this is really a 9, some type of 9 or a 10s and he would raise queens he does
Yeah.
play a bit more aggressively. He's plays
what
like
about
scared
8-7
aggressive.
suited?
No. I don't think so.
If the straddle
He's not the
calls, you
type.
have to worry. If the straddle folds,
Get
then-
ready, because
oh,
now this is
Yeah.
where I just punt,
Exit, exit.
big boy punt. Get ready for a big boy punt. Here we go. Who wants to see me punt my money?
I want to see it.
I do. I punt because I'm still thinking, fuck. Well, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, now when he calls, I don't think he is incredibly strong when he just calls.
This is not an easy laydown, but let's try to get to why this is a laydown.
It's an
Um,
easy
And
laydown.
maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is a laydown.
It is. It's 100% a laydown. Because
What do
even
you
if this
think?
guy is doing this
Mike,
with,
Scotty, Dean, what do you guys think?
I
I
think
think
this is,
it's-
the
I
I
think
think this
it's-
is,
Player dependent on the button.
yeah, I think I think it's not easy to make this lay down, but I think that we all need to learn it to make this easy.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
getting. So let's,
Yeah.
as a group, I think it's really helpful us to dissect this and understand why it's a laydown.
Right.
So we know a little bit about middle position here.
well, we also
You
have
know
to
that he
think,
likes to protect his pairs with nitty in position raises, right? That's what it sounds
Mhm.
like.
Yep.
So he's got lots of 9x here.
even has eights. He does this weird shit with eights. He's like, oh, he doesn't have a
Okay.
9. I jam
And-
it in with my eights and push him out.
And we know that Button is a good player, right?
We do?
No, he seems better than the average person.
All
He's
right.
like but he's not. I wouldn't describe him like he still limps a lot and does some weird shit that he shouldn't be doing.
So the only draws he has here that you're ahead of
8-7.
are 8-7. Some people are gonna call 8-7 here. Which, you know, is really a fold, I think. Cause we
Eight,
don't know
ten of
what they're gonna
diamonds.
do.
Some people are gonna call 8-10 of diamonds here.
I said, and even instead of thinking
Or
about,
5.
it like what
Or 5.
draws is he going to call with, it's more of like he's in position. If I had a set here, I'm not raising.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let them
Not on this
keep
texture.
blasting. Exactly. This is perfect. I'm going to sit here. This guy raised. This guy opened. This guy raised. I'm in position. I have 2 players interested in this pot. I don't want anybody to go anywhere. If I
Mhm.
have 2 6s 9s, I'm just gonna sit here and let them pile in the money and then stack them off.
Yeah,
So
I
that's what-
remember, I showed you guys a play like this a long time ago when I had like the equivalent of 9s here. I flat it.
Yeah.
And what I should be thinking is that this call is way stronger than a raise. A raise is honestly
Yeah, that's a good
weaker.
way to
A
think about
raise
it.
is more likely to be 2 pair or something like that, which he doesn't really have, even though I don't think he's great. He doesn't play a lot of absolute junk from what I had seen. He's playing pretty strong hands.
So
So
let's go back to first Joey principle. Facing this aggression and this call, your pair no good.
Yep.
And we
And-
could just muck it.
And the thing that could go the other way was the thing when Mike said it was dependent on the button. The button, if the button is clueless and doesn't know what things mean, then this laydown becomes a little harder.
Mhm.
I don't
think
mean
he's
if the
close.
button's not good. I mean clueless. He has to not know what a bet and a raise means for his hand. He's got to think that ace 9 is still good here.
Yeah, and that's what I tried to convince myself is that he's on a 1 pair
Right.
hand when he just calls instead
Right.
of anything stronger.
Right.
And that's just a terrible way to think about it because this is your dream spot when you flop a set.
Yep.
I mean,
Especially, yeah. The one that really speaks to this being a dream spot is the texture.
yeah, you have no draws, you have 2 people betting into you, and you have a set. I mean, why the hell would you raise and push anybody? If he raises, I can get away from it, I think.
Mhm.
But when he doesn't raise,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, I think I'm ahead of this guy. And then this guy tank calls and thinks for
So,
a little bit and is like sitting here like, what the hell's going on? And then I jam over the top. It's just
But remember
stupid.
Yeah, but also remember one other thing. Let's say that the button is clueless. At the same time that he's clueless, he also has to he has to not have hit the hand. And also, we still have to have the other guy make a mistake.
Yeah.
Two people have to screw up. Fold.
so let's
It's a
go,
fold.
so I've mentioned 2 words here. Often, which I think is really important to have screaming in your head.
Fortune reversal.
That's it. Fortune
Yeah.
reversal. Overpair
Yeah.
no good, sir. Fortune reversal. So
Yeah, this
it
is,
makes sense to kind of, okay, so we talked about this last time. One thing maybe here that helps us get to a fold, which helps me, is think about eventualities before you bet. So when you can say, okay, well, I'm gonna bet here. I think this hand is good enough to bet out of position multi-way. However, I need to know, think about what you're gonna do when you see this crazy action. What if I see a raise and a call? What if I see a raise and a fold? Think about these. Take the time, think about what you do. So when here, if I think, and I think it helps me, here when I bet, I say if I see a raise and crazy action behind me, I could just fold this.
yeah, I think that's a definite.
This is crazy action.
Yeah, this is not even I was so confident that I was ahead of this guy was part of my head, and I just completely, I mean, like when he called, I was like, fuck. And then I did it anyways, even though,
No one's gonna slow down here on turn either.
yeah, I can't call and I can't go all in, so I need to fold. I mean,
Yeah, this is just, you just
there's no
muck it.
calling, there's no raising. This
You
is
just
just a
muck it.
fold. And I jammed, and this guy calls, which is not ideal.
Jesus Christ.
Are we
I
behind
really
jack
just
now?
wanted, I was hoping he called and would love to have seen him fold, but he even tank folded this. He was sitting there, he's like, I don't think I'm good enough to lay it down. He's like, what the hell's going on right now? I don't know if I'm good enough to lay this down. And I was right. I had this guy, he flopped fucking bottom set.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Was
it is
he
what
was
it is.
talking out loud saying I'm not good enough to fold this?
Yeah, he was literally sitting there and he was like, what the hell is going on? He was like, he probably took a minute to make the call.
Yeah, well,
And
he's probably a good player. He's
he's
not,
he's not as
this
bad
is
as
not
everybody
a clear
else.
call. This is a dramatic fold, but it's not a clear call.
Yeah,
Um,
he was sitting there and he was like very, from what I could tell, he was better than most. He was definitely probably one of the better players I've played with since I've been there.
I think that, yeah, I mean, nines are clear call nuts, but twos here are tough.
Would have been
Um,
beautiful if he folded.
so this is an argument for betting bigger. And this is an argument for, in your head, before you make the bet, say, what am I gonna do facing a raise and a call? What am I gonna
Fold.
do? You know, what am I gonna do if middle position fall? I mean, you have to go through all the eventualities, but you wanna run through some of the eventualities in your head.
I want to disagree with one thing you said, Larry.
Sure.
You said this is a reason to bet bigger, and I disagree. If you bet bigger.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I said this is a reason to RFI bigger.
That's what I
no,
was about to
that's what I'm
say.
disagreeing with.
Okay.
I think I
Because,
agree with it because I would normally open 5x. I opened 4x here. I think one of these people limped to the straddle, and that's why I raised 4x. But I think I should just standard open with the straddle to 25.
that's fine, but Larry's saying it because of what they did, because they called. You
Hmm.
love getting deuces to call behind here and the tens to call. If
And they're
either
calling
one of
either
these
way.
guys fold, you are in the long term losing money.
Okay. My
Yeah.
argument would be that we are gonna take it heads up more. But I see
Yeah,
your
It's
point.
hard to take
I
it,
see-
you know,
it's they're
once,
not going to lay it
somebody else
down though.
calls, they're getting 2-1 on their money. Once, once one of them calls.
On the button, 2-1. They
Argue with
straddled. They
that.
already have 5 in. They're calling.
Twos are probably a profitable set line when there's two callers, like
Yeah,
you can
so-
see.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
and
when
especially closing the action in position on the button.
Yeah, with the
and when you have an
straddle.
idiot who jams multi-way after seeing the action behind him.
Yeah.
So it's extremely profitable when
What's
you
his
hit
straddle to? $4, $5?
$5.
I mean, let's put it this way. Derek was calling those deuces for exactly this reason.
Oh yeah. This is terrible. Hate it. Awful. There's a punt, but this is the day that I stacked back off. I lost 700 and came back
Right.
up, and we got out even after bad play. So, oh, we have Jacks again. Oh, Hero who finally applied something from the study group. So,
Yay. Is that a raise?
this
or-
was, I think this was a straddle.
Okay, gotcha.
Old man priest. Oh yeah, he looked like a priest.
Gotcha.
Why did I just wait? No, wait. What did I do here? Why did this happen?
I would
No,
like.
no,
you to
no.
agree with him, please.
The straddle had there. Straddle was here.
Okay,
So the way I set it up was that
Right.
since I was the one who raised and I got called in two
gotcha,
spots.
okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Then. I was about to say because I would never have flatted behind with that.
So there,
Um,
that pre-flop ISO is small, I think.
20. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, because the straddle's here. So
Right,
I
but then the
open
other
the
guy
action.
limped, right?
No, I open the
No, he
action.
has to be the first one to open.
I open the action to 20.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
then
Okay, understood. So
Technically,
there,
the way it was set up was weird.
I
I need to-
understand. Yeah, you had to put him in there. I gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. So I don't know how I feel about the check here. I think I should probably.
It's not bad. You get to see what they do.
That's part of why I started checking multi-ways just to see what the hell's going on. I think I need to be raising here though, which I don't. I don't know. We get. I'm not sure how I feel about
You're
raising.
way
I
ahead
don't.
or way behind.
Yeah, I don't really love raising, and I mean, I don't think a call is wrong. I just don't love to raise this spot. I just don't think it's.
You can consider folding here.
Well,
I would probably lose $25 before folding,
Yeah, I'm not folding yet. I
Yeah.
don't love raising though.
Yeah. but you
They're
can't.
obviously
You can
both
fold.
interested in
Yeah.
this in some way. And
But you can fold already. You can fold right there. And now, oh, now you have a draw.
yay!
I'll make it.
No, we fold. I
Oh,
fold.
and he raises. Oh, he
Yep.
pushes all in.
Push all in. Get the hell out of there. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
okay with it. I have a draw, but I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm out.
Yeah.
This guy calls, and he
Queen
wins.
nine.
Nobody
Yep.
had an 8. I was expecting there to be an 8 for sure in this situation, but no
Yeah.
8. So,
yeah,
but we got
yeah,
out of the.
yeah, don't funnel vision to like, because that's actually hard to have an 8 here. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, don't tunnel vision into monsters, but
I on the flop, I didn't really think anybody had an 8 actually after there's just a call here, but I was thinking about it and I was like, it's still possible that somebody slow plays an 8 here.
yeah, it's possible.
With a weak board. So I was like, I honestly, I mean, I raise, if you look at it results wise, I just lose more money if I raise, but I mean, because they're not folding. This guy's not folding and this
No.
guy's not folding. So it is what it is. But I'm happy with this. I'm happy I laid it down, even though it was just a
Yeah.
cheap price to pay. So
That's
I'm okay
played,
with it.
absolutely.
I will take it. And I was proud of myself for laying the hand down. So I thought I'd bring it. And then here we go. We get a fun play. Here we go.
And by the way, it might not have been cheap because that was only to the turn. You don't know.
Yeah, the other guy had him
You
stacked.
don't know what the river is coming. I mean, as it turns out, he was checking the river behind, but you don't know that. All right, here we go.
I think
nice.
I just call here because
Good-
I think this is
good
an
call.
okay. I don't even love it because I just don't want to be out of position with this hand. But I don't think I think it is bad to fold. So I also don't think it's good enough to raise. So I think I should just call.
All right, should-
I think that's fair, especially to a smaller size. Who do we have in this hand? I remember the lady. I didn't put the description. So, lady on a sun run is in this hand with me. She is running so damn good, it's ridiculous. It's outrageous what's happening. So, we flop pair plus flush draw, out of position. We check. I don't think it's good enough to bet, and I don't want to get blown off of it. But I also like the option of check raising.
By the way,
So
you're gonna love this, that the GTO strategy is to fold this 5-4 pre-flop.
Yeah,
I
that
made
doesn't
more than
surprise me.
GTO made on this hand.
You did. You made much more than GTO.
So this is the lady that's sun running, and I think she gets one caller is what I believe. And I'm sitting here like I don't love my flush draw, and I got bottom pair, and I think she bets pretty big with strong hands. So with super strong hands. So I don't think she's actually super strong here. I think she has some king X and stuff like that because
Mhm.
she's leading. She's not betting without a king here. She has nothing other than aces or kings. If she has aces, she's betting big because she doesn't want to get outdrawn, and
Right.
that's the type of player she is. So she's betting. She can have king X here. The person who calls behind, I don't love it, but I'm trying to remember who was in the seat at the time. Oh, it was this guy. He had this stack size is wrong. He had like nothing left, which I don't makes me love this. No. He had a decent stack. It was a different guy. Different guy, passive as well. Um, I go for the check raise here because I want to get this heads up against this player that I know I cannot play because I've already been out playing her throughout the day. She's been running good, but I've been able to steal a lot of pots from her, and she's been showing me her laying down hands that are
So
significantly
she's gonna
stronger than
fold,
mine.
she's gonna fold a king by the river to this.
Oh,
To
I
be
can
fair.
get her to fold a king,
Yeah,
absolutely.
she's not gonna fold ace king and she's not gonna fold 3-4, but she's gonna fold king 10. All right.
Yes, I can force out a king.
All right, let's go to the fold.
Especially, I mean, if a club comes, obviously I'm good, but
Yeah.
if an ace comes, I'm easily getting her to fold a king. So unless she has ace king. So
Right.
I raise up to 60 here. Honestly, I think I like a bigger size than this. I think I should go
Me too.
I think I should go to 75 to possibly like 90, 100 here with this guy in, just to really make sure we get this heads up. But it works. She calls, and now I'm trying to think. All right, she called me. She can still have king X. She can still. I don't think she's betting club draw, so I think that my draw is actually good, unless she has something like she just doesn't have any pair plus club draw. It's because she's not betting because
You
she
just
is.
picked up 3 more, plus you picked up 3 more outs.
Yeah, I picked up more outs. I am sitting here and um I'm trying to think. I wanted to go. I don't like this sizing that I use here. I go 75, I believe. And I kind of hate this sizing. This
I
sizing
think you
sucks.
like it.
I hate it because I don't leave myself a big enough stack behind
Okay, so
to
you wanted
really.
to bet even smaller.
Yeah, I think I should have bet
Okay,
like 40 or
okay,
50, but it's so weird to check raise
yeah.
to 60, then down bet to 40.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I feel like I have to go bigger at least. And honestly, I think I could have been just two street where I just jam here instead. I think that I kind of put myself in the situation by check raising, and I think that I could just jam here instead because I think that when I do try to run this bluff, it's going to be hard if she makes the call here to get her to fold a king behind when I
Right.
only have 258 left, and there's going to be like what does that come out to, like 300-ish in the middle, 305. I
Yeah,
mean, actually, no, that absolute sizing, I can get her to fold for sure.
yeah.
So
Okay, then.
when I think about it that way, like with absolute sizing of 250, she's folding. So I don't hate it as much anymore. But she just folds now, and face up shows king jack. So
Right.
we get a good one through. Happy with that one. Not upset. Um, yeah. So this is a player that I was just able to run her over. This was the day I was just running really bad, but I was able to just run her over whenever she didn't show. Like whenever she didn't bet big, I knew I could just push her out of the pot. So ended up being
A
very
lesson
profitable.
on, a lesson on why not to show your combo.
Oh, absolutely not. I just folded down. I said good fold and threw it in the muck.
Yeah,
I always just say good fold after I bluff people and after I have a good hand. Or sometimes I will show them good hands.
right.
Sometimes, depending on it depends on the situation. But if I have them crushed, I will show them a good hand if I've been bluffing them all day. And I feel
Right.
like they're getting fed up, I'll show them the good hand because it makes them
Mhm.
think that they're making good laydowns when 90% of the time I'm just blasting them. Straddle is here. I think I remember this hand. Yay! Hero learned to fold. I remember this one. So I don't like this. Bigger. Go bigger. And
So
this is a
20
straddle.
20 or 25 is gonna be your standard size, which,
Yeah, I think I need to be going bigger.
okay. I'm asking what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be 20 or is it gonna be 25?
I think that if I open to 10 pre, I should just be open to 25 with the
Okay.
straddle one. So just go
Okay.
5x. Plus 20 generates more folds than 15. But I think I want to generate maximum folds in general. I want to be playing heads
Right.
up. That's what I need to be doing, is playing heads up, because that's when I dominate people. I'm losing all my money in multi-way pots.
Right.
So that's where I'm losing the most money. We end up getting this one heads up though. We flop it. A nice top pair top kicker. He checks to me. I bet like half pot. Hungry
Mhm.
Horse try to get him to raise his good shit, call with his bad shit, and his weaker kings. He calls.
You like that?
He did 10. I don't know anything about this guy yet either, so I don't really know much. He's just showing me
Mhm.
some invention he made for golf or whatever because I was wearing a Tiger Woods hat, but that's all I know about him. He checks, and I believe I bet large here. 55. Yes, I bet 55. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think I could go bigger, honestly. There's a lot of inelastic hands here that call a large size. So I think I should go bigger.
King
That's what
10
I'm
is
thinking.
beating you. And
Yeah,
no other king is beating you. Okay, good.
yeah, I think I can just go bigger here. I think I could go to,
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's good. You've got a good size for the river. There's nothing wrong with it.
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think I could go bigger. I think there's worse hands that will call me for more money. That's why I think I should go
Yeah.
bigger. He makes the call. And here we go. Jam. Fold. Snap
Nice.
fold. There we go.
Good job.
Snapped it too. Snapped it, Larry. I was like, bang, right into the muck. I was so proud of myself. He shows me ace four that he was slow playing. And I was like, oh.
Oh,
And he
not
said,
even,
oh,
not even the hand
man.
we thought it was gonna be that had you beat.
No, this saved me. But I mean, either way, I was gonna get out of the way. If he jams on me on the river, I'm get the
Yeah.
fuck out of there. But this card saved me, even made
Well
my
played.
decision way easier. So I was really happy with that one. But so
You play your flush
and
draws too. You play your flush draw the way you did still, and your straight draw probably. Like you get there with Queen Jack, and he jams into you. I mean, it'd be so.
Yeah, he's not reading texture too well.
no, yeah, I was. He said to me, he was like, if I would have checked, would you have bet the river? And I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. But in my head, I was gonna bet thinly for value, so he lost money there. But that's okay. It's whatever. I didn't value in myself, so that's good. He helped me out and said, here, let me save you another $75. Or probably wouldn't have bet 75, probably bet like 60 on the river, 50 on the river. But yeah. So he saved me money and I appreciate it for him.
Let's go
Okay.
back to sizing a little bit. Let's go back. Can we go bigger here? Or not, same hand, same hand. We're talking pre-flop in this hand, sorry. It is 20 or 25 better than 15.
I think as standard as I do, with two limps, I
Mhm.
just consistent. I used to just do 10 because I think 10 is actually fine technically, but I've just been slowly sizing up more and more. And I completely agree that I think I should just be going bigger and bigger and bigger until they
Yeah,
tell me when they just are gonna start folding.
yeah, I think I like 20. Nitpicky. I'm saying that mostly for myself.
I like it though. No, I agree with you though. I think I just need to consistently keep going bigger and bigger. It's
We know how big, we know how big I went against a limp.
yeah,
I
I
would have
think I can
taken,
go.
I went 14x against a limp.
Yeah, and especially when in this situation, when they limp, this isn't super early, but when they limp from these positions, they intend to play the hand. So let's
Right.
just incentivize these people to get the hell out of the way at the bare
Mhm.
minimum. Hopefully, one of them folds or both of them fold. Unlikely, but I hope to get this heads up.
And let's charge them when we have a better hand. All those
Yeah,
things.
but we get a call here. And I hate the way I play this hand so much. Top
Let's
pair.
not, let's not
Wow.
fold this hand.
No, I almost mucked it right away. I was pretty close. Now she donks into me, and in my head, so if you donk heads up, if she donked heads up, I'm absolutely just calling here because that generally means that they're not super strong, and we want them to just continue to donk with their weak shit and get more money in the pot when I have the best hand. But when she donks into two people, I'm starting to think, okay, she has something pretty strong here. Um, let's raise this up. But I just don't like this at all because it's like, okay, you have top pair plus the nut flush draw, and you have another player behind you. I'm okay with letting another person in this pot.
There's somebody you really, really, really want to let in this pot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
You
I
wanna
want
let-
him.
You want to let the queen 10 of hearts in this, but you don't want to give the queen 10 of hearts any reason to get out of this pot.
Exactly. And I raise it, which I despise, and we just get folded around, which was terrible. And after I was sitting there and they were like, what's your deal? Because I was just like so mad. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? Like I was just like, why did you make that play? You have top pair, nut flush draw. You just call and let people keep piling money in, and hopefully they have a heart draw and a heart comes, and you just stack them off.
Right,
Like that's
because also you think your ace is the best right now, and you have the hearts to back it up if they aren't, but you're not sure your ace is the best.
yeah,
Unimproved, you're not gonna love getting all in with this hand
no.
unimproved.
I mean, you're always getting all in on flop, but yeah, I think flat here is better.
Yeah.
I
but
like the
Dean-
flat too.
Yeah, Dean says we want to build the pot. It's like, I'm going, we think, we're not confident we want to build the pot. We often do.
I agree with
Yeah.
I agree with Dean, but we also have another player, and based off of live read, I should be looking at this guy looks like he wants to call. He looks like he
Let
wants to
him.
be in there.
Fucking let him.
So he's like grabbing for chips already as I'm sitting there. And then I start to count out more chips, and then I see him pick up his cards and look like he's ready to fold. I'm like, fuck, like what are you
Yeah.
doing? You just call.
Yeah.
Let him call behind. Let's build the pot more. What they got 5-6 or some shit like that, 5-6 of hearts or anything like that. We want them in the pot and we want them to make a hand and hopefully we both make flushes and I'm able to stack them off. Plus, when he spits 15, I call 15. We got 45 more and we got 30 more. And we got 95 in. I mean, I can definitely get a lot of money in this pot. It's already a $95 pot with 3 people in here. I think I can start to really build this pot. I don't need to start raising it right now.
Yep.
So I don't like that. And this is why I said I'm not getting paid on my value hands.
Right,
Is this
right.
was a bad I don't like this at all. I really hated this. This was terrible. But that's all I got. Happy to show you guys that I learned how to
Nice.
fold. So
Yeah, this is an interesting spot in the sense
Yeah.
that, it's not often we want slow play multi-way. I actually don't hate your raise. But, are we all in agreement this is a slow play spot?
The only reason I didn't slow play too is because when she raises into 2 players like
Super
this,
strong.
I think she's pretty strong. So I'm like, okay, well, she's got a strong hand. I have a nut draw and top pair, top kicker. Let's get the money. And I'm perfectly happy to get the money in right now if she wants to come
Yeah.
back over the top. So, it is what it is.
So, other reasons why the call that make the call better. And by the way, I don't think the raise is wrong. I just don't think it's the most profitable thing. I think the raise is profitable. I want to make that clear. I don't think it's the most profitable because the last thing we want to make happen is have other hearts fold, right? But also when someone else has the other hearts, our hand is not, we don't want to have raised.
Yeah,
Not because the
we want them to
hearts
call.
are probably not coming. And
Yeah,
so,
there's a removal effect if they have.
right,
flush
we would
draws.
like, we would like to go bet, call, bet, call, bet, call. Keeping her the widest there when, if he's got hearts. We think
Yeah.
our ace king is the best, but we're not confident it is.
Yeah, no, I was completely okay with the idea of being behind too right now.
Yeah.
I mean-
She's betting into an ace high board. We expect that she's stronger than she was.
This feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like a flush draw that wants to set the price.
Yeah.
That it doesn't, no, really, and she folds to just 35 more with a flush draw?
No, not with that flush draw.
That doesn't
Well,
make sense.
What does make sense?
That she shouldn't be playing poker?
Oh, she shouldn't be playing poker. She was consistently making plays that were absolutely awful. Like,
Yeah, it's weird to see what is she donking into 2 players that isn't willing to call this
What
size.
was her sizing? Can you go back? Let's see what her sizing was again.
She bet
only
15.
15. Super tiny. It was
Yeah, this feels like a draw that wants to set its price.
Okay,
Maybe some kind of
I
weird
agree
wheel
with you.
thing.
I agree with you until she folds. When she calls, it's not.
What about like 5-6 with a singleton
Yeah,
heart or
Some
something?
middling pair, some kind of mergey looking thing like 9-8.
Yeah, maybe 9-8.
I think against this specific player in the future, I should be expecting that when she donks into multiple players, it's not as strong as it is when other players donk into multiple players. Like if I should treat it more like a heads up donk instead of a multi-way donk into 2 players.
Dean says that the other hearts are not folding at these tables, even to your raise. So Dean says that, you know, that if they've got the queen ten of hearts and you raise to 50, they're still calling.
Well, all of a sudden, then,
That's
if
fine.
that's the case, maybe the raise is better.
Yeah. So maybe this is her thoughts, because we want to have models of how they play, and I don't know it, but maybe this is her thought. Maybe she's finding out if you have an ace.
Yeah, that's true. It could be the old way of thinking of I'm gonna see where I'm at.
Right.
Combos
I have
has
Pocket
published some
nines.
interesting stuff about see where you're at, and is kind of Combos is like the main thinker for GTO Wizard. He's like the blogger, public face thinker guy, strategy thinker guy, theory thinker guy. Look at what he's been writing on.
You just cut out, Larry. Or, let's see.
Yeah, I lost them too.
Yeah, Larry cut out. You're almost there, Larry. You're almost
Can you
there.
hear me?
Now I can hear you. Try it again.
Tombos, go check out Tombos.
Mhm.
Tombos Twitter. He's written some. He wrote some. Well, check out Tombos Twitter and Tombos Reddit. Actually, he just put out some very interesting theory around a revised view of see where you're at as a strategy. He is the GTO Wizard kind of in-house smart guy.
Gotcha. And what is the cliff notes of what he says about it?
Essentially, that there are places where we want to use it to see where you're at strategy. They're rare. And then I think he gives some examples of, he gives some examples of where solver does it.
I think in equilibrium against good players that makes sense, but I think that in live poker they tell you where they're at so often. I mean, without betting.
It's Tombos 21, I think. Put
Right.
it in chat.
And then they'll float with tons of bullshit too, at least live wise. They float with bullshit. So when you bet, you don't really get the greatest idea sometimes. At least when they don't raise, you're like, okay, well, they're usually not super strong here, but they don't, they can have absolute bullshit a lot of the time. So I mean, I'm trying to implement more checking and stuff like that in general, just to, at least from out of position, checking lots with my hands.
Gotcha. Yeah, and on this
He-
one, if her mode was, let me see where I'm at, you just told her.
Yeah,
So
I should.
that's an issue. Okay.
Yeah, I personally think that's a very specifically that hand is one that I absolutely want to be going multi-way and
Mm-hmm.
just and be keeping as many people in with their draws. So I just don't like the way I played that. But I don't think I played it like wrong in the sense of theory or any of that stuff. I think that when I'm on the table and I'm thinking, I need to be thinking longer. I hate that. The one thing I hate is the dealer's always looking at me like I don't know it's my turn. I'm just actually thinking. I'm not like every other person at the table that's sitting here just throwing money around and just not thinking at all about what
I
they're doing.
used to get, so that's really, it really kind of head fucked me when I started playing live. Started playing live cash at this one place. People didn't like me because I was winning. This one particular guy, if you remember a year ago, really made a point to make my life miserable, making sure he was actually talking through my hand when he wasn't in it. And they didn't like it because I took a lot of time. And
Yeah.
but it's hard. But we just gotta say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I generally don't. I just hate when I'm sitting there and they're like, look, they look and then they'll go and they'll like point at me because I have my hat on and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, I know it's my turn. I'm paying attention. I'm just thinking. I'm not just throwing money in. I'm trying to think of what they have and what I want to target here.
So, I mean, we talked about this, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Scotty likes this because it makes it clear that you're thinking about strategy, which makes sense. But I'd like to say, sorry guys, I'm bad at math. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Time.
yeah, the only time people do that or aren't let you think is when it's like all in a big pot. And otherwise, I'm like, that doesn't all in big pots is not the only time you should be thinking. You should be thinking the entire time you're playing.
I have an issue where I am hyper conscious to how long I take, and I'm trying to get over it.
Yeah, I've been getting better with it, but I need to like in those situations. Sometimes I'll think for 5 seconds and then be like, okay, this. All right, throw it out there. Instead of being like, okay, what do I want to do here? What am I targeting? What's the benefit of calling here? What's the benefit of checking here? Or what's the benefit of calling here? What's the benefit of racing here? What do I want to do? And what's their range? Or, well, not exactly in that order, but that's what's going on in my head. And I need to be
Yep.
just taking the time to do that.
Yep. And maybe this statement will make it easier for you to take your time, maybe. Somebody's got to be the slowest player at the table. That's a tautology.
Plus, I started to think I might like it because I don't really care if these people don't like me. They already don't like me because I just push them around. So
Yeah.
the more they don't like me, and the more they make bad plays because they're trying to target me, and the slower I play, the more time it takes up, the more it pisses them off. I mean, I think it can only benefit me to do it. I don't really care if they don't hit it. A lot of them like me, but a lot of them, the people that hate me are going to hate me either way.
Who gives a
So,
fuck? You're at a poker
yeah.
table.
Yeah, I don't really care. Let them hate me. Let them get angry
The
with
only
me. And the
person
more
you don't want to
frustrated
hate
they
is the
get.
dealer.
Yeah, I mean the dealers, they're all fine, and I think that they're starting to realize that I'm just thinking. They stop like pointing at me and like, "Look, you're up," and I'm like, I know I'm fucking up, dude. Like I'm thinking, using my brain.
I'd say, well, I get the excuse because I'm a lot older than you. I get to say, yeah, I sometimes say, give the old man coffee 1 minute, please.
Okay. Dean says, just if she's seeing where we at, she check folds turn anyway. We get money from flush draws, from draws. Fuck it. I think that's what he's saying. If we call, we get another $15 from the guy behind, but the turn goes check, bet, fold anyway, or the flush draws that would have called the flop raise. So that's on Dean's theory that a flush draw calls your raise. And it might. And the reason it might not is that the flush draw can't be confident that he's only having to call 50 because he doesn't know what she's going to do afterwards.
They also tend to not call me whenever I start making it big because they know the next bet's not going to be small either. There's a lot of
Right.
people that raise and then they'll check it because they do some sort of weird shit where they're raising to see where they're at, and then somebody
Yeah.
calls them and now they shut down and just check it through. Versus 90% of the time that I raise, they can expect that another big bet's coming on the
Gotcha.
turn.
Mhm.
So
Yep,
it could be
which is good.
partially.
You want that. That is good poker. That is good old style Doyle Brunson super system poker. And there's sense of that. That's good. You want them thinking that.
Yeah. Well,
Because
I thought
you're
I
always
played this
bluffing.
poorly.
Because you're always bluffing.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're
They're
thinking of
never
me at this point.
Right.
But that's the last of my hand. So if anybody else has anything, you can always-
Larry's got bomb pots.
Yeah, we can
Ball
get
and
Bob
pots.
Potts.
Larry,
Do we have
there's
anybody got
Some
anything else
hands
before
if you
bomb
want
pot
to
it?
take a look at a speed review.
Say what, Mike?
Oh, I was just said I had some hands too, but we can
Okay, let's do it.
Well,
You can do your-
Larry.
Good.
question for you guys. So you're not here tomorrow, right, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm gone tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm back.
so what do you guys want to do tomorrow?
I'm gonna play tonight, so I'm sure I'll have hands.
You'll have hands.
Um,
Maybe another question for you, and be honest with me. Did you find the custom solve of value?
wait, what?
When I
For
showed
today?
the custom solve,
Yeah. Are you able to? I think it's valuable, but I have a question. Are you on that type of thing? Are you able to node lock more and be able to be like, okay, this is how they're generally gonna respond to these situations? Because I think
no, that tool you cannot load lock in that tool. You could node lock in PO, you could node lock in the AI tool in GTO Wizard, but in that tool you could not load lock.
okay.
You can't load knock and you can't node lock. You can't do either of them. But you
Did I
can.
say load knock?
You did, but that's fine. But you can define their ranges, so that's nice.
Low
Can define the
knock.
ranges, yeah. But node locking would be good. I actually, you know
Who's
what?
there?
Is that Sam? Oh, I thought that was Sam.
Hey, Skate. So
Martins.
you guys might want to, I mean, Brian, you might want to play around with the tool. It's free.
It's called desktop post flop. Desktop
Yeah,
post
It's
flop.
open source, free. I made a video about it. If you search it, you'll find it.
Yeah, it seems I do like it.
Desk flop.
It's no
post,
cost. It's very efficient. It'll run on your laptop.
Desk flop.
Yeah.
Post hop.
Are you toasted? Just
Okay,
Rusty,
so,
like-
yeah, Mike, let's review a couple of Mike hands and then we'll do, double board on a separate recording.
sure.
All right, what you got, Mike?
Mike,
Okay,
before you
Larry, I
start,
think we're gonna-
can I ask you a question? Are you coming
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yes, most likely.
Tomorrow, can we look at some cards of hands?
Yeah, provide that.
Alright, so why don't tomorrow we do this? I'll pick one hand, run a custom solve. We'll look at some hand histories and then we'll look at some hand histories from guys.
Right. I have to reload in the all cards face up site. I'm so sad.
That is.
The last of it
it's-
went away. I flopped a set of sevens and then they turned their set of queens after we were all
And we've
in.
all been there. It is a moment of tragedy. We all can
And
relate
now
though.
now I have to reload.
One
But I'm gonna
pesto
reload
on an
enough that-
online site is very sad. I agree.
but I'm gonna reload enough to go back to playing the, the $100 game instead of the.
Alright, we got a plan for tomorrow. Alright. Cool.
Larry, I think I'm gonna play a bomb pot game here soon
Oh.
too.
PLO double board or and no limit hold'em.
It's hold'em,
do-
but they do a 1-2 table that like on my table doesn't let us run double board.
Oh, hold on, we
Um,
don't do that. Let me stop sharing there. Brian, stop sharing.
Oh, sorry,
There we go.
but they
Okay,
do
now-
offer.
Try it
They
again, Mike.
off. They'll let you do. There's like a table they'll open up for 1-2 that has bomb pots on it. So
Hold'em
I'm gonna
bomb
hopefully
pots.
get into that. Yeah, no, it's PLO. Double
Oh,
board.
well, good luck, man. It is a very unique animal.
Yes.
It seems like it'll be pretty.
It's, if you know what you're doing, it can be very profitable.
If they play Hold'em bad, they're gonna play double board PLO bomb pots worse. All right.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
What you got,
we-
Mike?
Okay, so these are unreviewed, just marked for VPIP, so we can go blast through the
Alright.
boring ones.
Okay.
So we are here. Ace seven on the button suited
Totally foldable, totally callable, something
and
raisable.
raise three bettable.
Totally,
And-
totally three bettable,
Bam.
totally
Now it's
foldable.
Totally foldable.
Huh.
Right, that seems normal, right?
Yep.
How about this guy? Only 11 hands though, so
Yeah.
no reason to spew with ace seven suited there, I don't think. Okay, and we get a limp on the button. I can't without hiding the
That's
bad word
fine.
up there. They have, what do they have? They're 41-9. 41-9 with a 61 big blind stack.
Oh, let's just raise then.
Like,
I mean, you're
so-
certainly not wrong calling. You're certainly not wrong calling, but if they're limping 41% of the time, let's just raise and be done with this nonsense.
Yeah. I don't-
Let's not hit a set against them. Let's
Yeah,
just
but-
take the chip.
Does that mean
Yeah.
that they're gonna call? They're more likely to call a pre-flop?
Not
hard
if you go to seven, not if you go to 7 big blinds
Okay.
or 8. And if they
So this
do,
guy is pretty loose and aggressive. I think that makes it even more raisable.
yeah,
Because if we just limp, which I don't know, I
he might
did.
squeeze and that's not fun. Okay, well, you did that.
Thankfully, we didn't get squeezed.
All right.
Okay, we go bam. I lead.
Interesting.
I lead.
Okay.
Okay. On a limped pot, we get
Now you fold.
raised.
Even
Yeah.
with the 5 of clubs, you've lost enough money.
And with the 5 of clubs, I call.
Okay.
Wow.
If you had check called with the 5 of clubs, I'd be fine. With the against
Right.
the raise, I think
Right,
you can
just
fold
check
the
call.
clubs.
Yeah.
You can steal this pot.
All right, let's see.
Absolutely stealable now.
Let's see if oh, and he goes B50 now with king.
What is his range?
He has some queen X. he
Queen.
has some clubs.
Queens, fours, deuces, clubs.
Mm.
And of course, we always know they have some random whatevers.
They have
Mhm.
less queen X. I don't think.
He limped.
Unless he has king queen, but he limps king queen maybe.
Mhm.
But like, even though they're passive, would they really limp those hands on the button, are they more likely to limp those hands on the button versus raise? I mean, I'm assuming they would open deuces and fours and like limp the more trashier stuff. So that puts them more on the queen side, I think.
Do they check behind now that if they're just doing it with their single queen X?
That's what I was thinking of why they're unlikely to have queens is they probably slow down a little bit.
Yeah, but if they have a singleton queen, they bet to not give you a free card on the club.
They can all have all their stupid shit too, though. Queen
Yep.
4 and queen deuce.
Yep.
It doesn't really care
we-
about the king.
True.
Oh, are we folding? I mean, is that kind
I
of
am. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
He's-
fold.
he's too short to try and
folding the
bluff.
flop?
Yeah,
Scotty,
he's
I
too
know you're
short to
folding
try and
flop.
bluff.
Yeah, it's fine.
King queen, there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
What did the
Yeah,
last guy
folding
have?
the flop.
Since we have cards face up, what did the previous guy have in the last hand? What the?
Just super aggressive.
That's super queen nine suited. He's the queen nine suited, right?
Yeah, he had queen 9 suited. Yep.
Oh, I hate him so much. All right, good fold. Anyway.
Okay, so the fives, that was kind of unusual.
Yeah.
Right? Especially the flop call. All right, let's see. All right, we get big blind button raise. Pretty normal. This is just gonna be a 3-bet every time.
Yep.
And 4-bet.
Ooh,
You can call here, I think.
I know what I'm doing now, but I don't know if it's right.
What are his stats?
Jeez.
22.
Yep. 22, 22, 3-bet 11. This is good reg numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just. I think you're supposed to call here a lot, aren't you? Not jam.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure that this is going to be just a value jam.
Yep.
We get called and we flop the set against ace queen, or ace
Right.
king, which is good. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that queens are going with a pre-flop button versus big blind. This one's easy to check.
You're one before the low jack.
Yeah, I guess it is a different wide versus wide.
No, wasn't I big blind?
Yeah, you're a big
Oh,
blind.
you're big blind. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, you're big blind. Yeah, big blind. Definitely jam it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't think there was any question. They
Yeah, I thought you
four-bet
were, but that's all.
queens. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Didn't
it's
think
just-
of.
Jam. Just jam.
Yeah, didn't think about configuration.
We're in jacks, small blind to a hijack raise. Again, kind of normal-ish,
Mhm.
decent-ish.
Let's fold.
I go 3.
This is a raise every time for me.
Yep.
And we get to fold. Okay.
Yeah.
King 4 suited. It's not bad.
King queen suited two.
I
A
fold.
raise. A 3-bet from, okay, not very many hands. This guy, we have 32 hands, 16, 16, decent-ish. Not enough to determine anything from this guy. Oh,
think
that's
it's
not
a
the guy we're looking
fold.
at. Sorry, this is the guy we're looking at over here. He is 33-24 with an 11% 3-bet percentage.
I still fold.
Yeah. That's. I think you're. Yeah.
I think we
Let's
fold.
see.
Cold 4?
That's
Low
what it is.
frequency.
It worked.
And again, I think that's probably at the time he has queen jack of clubs. Mainly because of his numbers, his player type.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like I would not be doing that against somebody that has these numbers,
Right.
an unknown. Somebody has these numbers.
No, definitely not that guy.
This guy
Definitely not against the
maybe.
45 too.
This guy possibly. But yeah, I think that's the reason for that.
Okay. Nice
We
adjustment.
we can't see the numbers for the Jack Queen one, but it's probably your screen, right?
Yeah,
No,
I
he
have
knows that.
to have it off
What is his
screen.
3-bet percentage? Did you say?
11.
11. That's not that high, but okay.
Yeah, but his everything else is pretty high, 33,
Okay.
24.
good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. That was an adjustment as opposed to
I like it.
pocket sixes in the cutoff to a single big blind. Okay.
Let's call.
Yeah, this should be a call. We'll call these in position all the time.
Yeah,
I picked
in
the
a small
wrong
size.
size.
see how
He
small he makes
checks.
it. Ooh,
Check back.
I think it's a check back.
Yeah, I like this as a check back too. Let's see. Yep, I do check back. Although probably wouldn't be a bad stab. That's probably a monkey stab.
Hmm.
Then he goes small. B33.
We are calling
sure.
probably some raise.
Calling this size,
I
right?
don't see the raise.
And check. Does that make it easy on us?
Yeah, it does. Now, do we want to turn our sixes into a bluff here?
So we're attempting to fold out nines, tens.
The club
Sevens.
comes, that's good. We have a club. That's good. We're allowed to do it now, so we can. Do we need to? We
What is
beat all the
the-
hearts.
I don't think he has showdown a lot of the time. Why does he check back? Why does he bet the turn then check back the river?
Because the clubs come.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, it would
Well,
be
being
being a
shit.
wheel.
thrown an eight.
Be hard to get that to fold though, because he's checking here to bluff catch and just call off a raise unless you want to go huge.
All right, yeah,
Yep, there it is.
I think I didn't want to bet there because I think part of his range was ace five. And we beat that, so I'm okay with the check back.
Okay. Yeah, good thought there. I like that.
Yeah.
Ace queen in the big blind to a min raise from a short stack.
Fold.
Low jack.
So this
We're
is
not
a
far from
weird one.
jamming this.
This is an interesting spot. So first question I would ask is if he jams, do I have to fold? If I like three bet to nine,
Mhm.
he
You've got 10
shoves,
hands
do
on
I have to fold? The answer is yes, then I think I like a nitty call.
Get the money in.
This
Let's-
is not that far off from just you jamming.
Let's gamble.
Right.
At 35 big blinds, I mean, at 25, you're gonna jam, right?
25 is a jam,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
but we're still too deep, I think.
we might be. Oh, thank you for smaller stack thing.
Let's see if this
Look at
applies
this.
here. Okay. Let's do range height. We go pre-flop. He was here.
Mhm.
We are in the big blind with ace queen off. I like to call. There's no jamming.
No jamming at 30. Okay.
Now,
Go to
but that
25,
doesn't mean that
so I say-
jamming isn't bad versus certain opponents.
Yeah. Let me see how
This is
crazy I
just what
was. though.
GTO says.
Yeah, also, I
Let's see
think
what?
he has 35 he has 35, by the way, not 30, but anyway.
Right.
Go to 20,
Yeah.
go to 20, go to 20 and just make sure that the jam is there.
Yeah. 20's there.
Okay, so my idea was okay, but not at that stack depth. All right.
Yeah, I think a
No,
call's
Not
better.
in
here.
not in GTO land, but I think versus certain opponents, it's fine.
Yeah, okay, all right,
Yeah. Right? Okay. So it just wants a call.
all right,
I don't know what I do. I do call.
great.
Okay. So this is donkable. Is it donkable even when we have short stacks? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know either.
Check, check.
I think you have
Hmm.
showdown.
Just shout out, just showdown.
Yeah, I think this hand's a little too good to semi bluff. Is this a
Or
value bet
just for
or
straight
a
up
bluff?
value bet. Yeah, I feel like this is a value bet, not like
Okay.
some kind of bluff attempt.
Trying to get called by ace, jack, ace ten, ace eight, ace nine.
King.
Bingo, yeah,
Okay,
whatever overcards that he's,
alright.
check, and yeah, okay.
Thin,
Do
got
you,
some,
do you,
eked out some thin value, man.
yeah, do you think that's too thin? That's pretty thin, right?
On the river.
We're talking about on the
No,
turn,
I
right?
checked back on, check the river, but here. With the board pairing, I think is kind of key.
Yeah, well, the board's pairing because it reduces his pair combos, right?
And because
And
it's so
also
Right.
hard,
you
and
probably have
because
a
he can't,
4x
and because he can't
advantage.
raise.
And he can't raise, which is a very good point. So then maybe it is okay.
The flop went check, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I think it's fine. So what do you have done if the river was a heart, like a low heart? Not
Probably
in
bluff.
retrospect. Yeah.
So if river comes, say, what, like a lot of it brings in straights. So like a
Like-
9 of hearts, say.
Yeah, 9 deuce 6 or 9, yeah, 9 deuce or yeah. 9 deuce hearts.
I'd probably just check and hope to show down.
Yeah. Okay.
Big takedown.
Nice.
Good value balance
Uh,
turn. I like it.
Cut off. It's
Mhm.
called in the big blind. Okay. Certainly can see bet here. Probably can check behind as well. This is
Range bet small.
off big blind.
King is good for your range. Backdoor
Mhm.
clubs is nice. Backdoor straight is nice. Overcard is nice. Let's bet, let's bet.
Plus, this is
I
one of
think
your
we
aces,
all agree
isn't it?
we can bet here.
What did you say,
And
Brian?
check.
Isn't this one of your aces that very specifically likes to bet your weaker ace?
Probably.
Good question. I wonder if that one may want to, like your raggedy aces want to bet more often.
Yeah, and your ace, because obviously ace king's top pair and you want to bet, but ace queen, I think usually wants to check more than it bets.
That's a great thing to check.
And your weaker aces usually start to bet.
King
Kings.
7-3, King 7-3 rainbow.
With a king of clubs. That's the important thing. King of clubs.
Oh yeah.
It's probably dependent on position.
Good ones.
I think versus the big blind, you're probably gonna want to bet more than say somewhere else.
Oh, so true.
Yeah, Brian, you're right.
Yep.
Brian, all your raggedy aces want to bet more often.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it like? I'm surprised it does take a little bit bigger size than usual.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's versus the big blind and they're calling with the right range, and if you let them get a free card, they might hit their miracle 2-pair or whatever, etc.
Right. And also you're checking 50% of range. So when you're checking 50% of the time, your bet
Yeah.
size can go up.
That's funny because I'm pretty sure Peak would have a different. I feel like Peak would have a different one, but actually no. It says cutoff. If it's under the gun, you're gonna bet small almost every time. I'm assuming,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
from
Yep,
cutoff, you're probably gonna bet bigger and less frequently.
exactly. And even more so when you're on the button.
Yeah.
And you'll see that pattern go all the way back to the early positions. Like you said, you'll bet small in those earlier positions more frequently and then check and bet bigger often in these late positions.
Yep.
So now we got the ace, checks to us.
2 street game.
Now it seems like you have to, if you bet, you have to bet small.
Be it.
His crippled.
Bet.
check.
That's okay.
He already,
Yeah.
yeah, he checked the flop, so.
Yeah.
And he checks, unfortunately, I think.
Obligatory value bet.
Not a
Yeah,
bet.
now we have to bet. I believe, Larry, you're right.
Can you
And
go
I think we can go
big?
big, right?
Yeah.
The horse might bet 1 or 1.5 here. I think we just bet 3.
Wait, who's betting one? Oh, the horse?
The horse might be betting, the horse might say, this guy's got nothing. I've got to get called by
Oh,
nothing. What calls nothing, what does nothing call? 1, 1.2, like nothing. But I think we bet like half potish here.
yeah.
I think I know what I do. I think I go relatively large, like B75, maybe even pot,
Mhm.
because I've just been weak at this point, and
also-
he's got bluff catchers.
Okay,
I think
don't
horse
know.
would go bigger than 1 because of the absolute size in the game. With the pot being so small, he would bet that he could make it bigger, absolute size wise,
Oh,
and
okay.
get called off by weaker shit.
Right.
In comparison to if it was like a 40 big blind pot, obviously be
Yeah.
different. But with that tiny of a pot, I think he'd go bigger.
Okay.
But I can't really get inside of Mark's brain, so I couldn't tell you. I wish I could get inside of his brain.
So he doesn't bet at all here. So he
Nope.
calls and never takes any initiative with 10 jack high.
Nope. Including when he picked up a straight draw.
Bet for value.
I like the squeeze here, even against the early position.
And
Even though I
11.
wasn't gonna squeeze him, even though I wasn't gonna squeeze him heads up, I want to squeeze him now that the dead money is there.
12.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Scotty, I think I would, if he didn't come in, I think I'm not, I might even fold.
Yeah, yeah, you can fold this.
And now you're right. I think we need to squeeze if we play, right?
Yes, I think so.
On
Okay,
Pete,
good job.
it has that as a. It has that as almost a pure fold.
Yeah, that
Against
doesn't
the
surprise me.
against the raise and a call.
Raise and a call from the hijack. A raise from what is it? Under the gun, and then call from the hijack, and then on the button you are either you're 3-betting 3.84% of the time.
Gotcha. So ace king and does ace queen even have a sliver of 3-bet?
Ace queen does, but it's a sliver.
Right.
Ace king is almost pure 3-bet with a little bit of call. Ace queen suit is a pure call.
Okay. Good enough. So let's see what happens now. That's good.
Is it?
All right.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, it could be. It could be bad.
Could be bad.
Because their range, yeah, their range is like pretty ridiculous when they're this early.
Let me look. So you raised to 12, and then under the gun calls. Their range should be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It should basically be like there's, of course, it has the weird shit where it does 9s and 8s more and 10s fold out more. But assuming in game, it's probably jacks plus and then ace king. Yeah, that's what it has here at least.
Yeah.
King and jacks
I
plus.
like
No and kings, no aces.
I like a bet of 7 to 10 here, and maybe a check on the turn and a call on the river. Maybe we'll see.
Monster check back.
So you do it there. All right,
Dean called it.
that's okay. You're gonna do
Dean
two.
called
It was 2 streets. Let's see what we got. Okay.
You got a
Well,
call.
now this is easy.
Yep. This is why we check,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it makes
You
life
don't
easy.
do that and then
Yeah. No, I don't like that card, but I like that.
Obligatory value bet, fold to a raise.
we have a pot size bet left.
Oh my god, you're right. I fucked up. God damn, I don't know. Now we know the SPR is it knitted to check back.
Put the money in.
Mm,
What's he call with?
He has, I don't think he has many jacks here played this way.
I agree.
Actually,
I think what can call, king, queen can call us. Ace, queen can call us, and if ace, queen ever folds, great. Flush draws all fold.
Maybe we get some kind of bluff catch with tens or nines or something like that.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
oh
went,
my God.
I went, I went hungry. Is this Hungry Horse?
This is very, yes, this is, I can feel the Winnie.
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
In position on the river.
Wow.
Yep.
That's not a thing.
Nope. Let's see what happens.
what do you have? Eights. That's a
Get
great.
eight to call. That's how you get value from eights.
That is a great bet.
Mhm.
Unless he was planning on calling anyway.
I don't know that he's calling.
I don't think he's calling off if you go any bigger than that. I mean, maybe you could go a little bit bigger and get him to
Your
call.
hand could so easily be a jack as in the line you played.
Probably like 15 or 20, maybe no more than that.
Hmm.
I have ace king here. No, I mean, up until the river, I don't do that with ace king, but.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. A little baby bet worked. Ace 10 ISO. This guy
Yes.
is 31 and 0. 31 and 0. And
ISO.
he has 126. It's hard to see. 126.
ISO.
Yep. Your ISO. That's my standard in position. We get a call. Checks to us. Second pair top kicker. I think either way, I think we can see bet. I think we can check. The marginally made wants to check. Feel like we can see bet and get value from worse.
Mm-hmm.
A
So
check.
here's why I'm very, very comfortable with the check there. The two cards that make our hand worse also make our hand better.
Right.
So that's why I'm very comfortable with a check there.
Okay. They check again.
Okay.
I think I like value betting now.
Yep. And what we know is we know that the solver often keeps the same story going and continues with the check, but it makes total sense to me to bet now. Yeah, I mean, this makes total sense to me.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
That should just be a fold. I don't think we should be calling.
Yep. Turn check
Okay.
raises are under bluffed.
Right?
All right. What does this jerk have?
And
19.
George Washington Carver was president.
Oh, he's got
Just the
he's got a
nuts.
lot. Nice fold.
Just the nuts and the nuts to the redraw to the nuts.
Yeah. To the open-ended straight flush nuts.
Oh, we have a similar spot as the ace queen from earlier, but this is hijack short stack with king queen.
Maybe it's a
Mhm.
flat.
We learned that earlier. Check and goes B50.
Mm, I would just fold.
You have a check raise opportunity here, but it's
Ah,
pretty thin.
You do have two backdoors and two overs. That does count. The king of clubs counts as a backdoor, so that's good. But-
is it still
but
even good enough to call though? I mean,
I don't think so. I think not against 50. I think you can just fold it.
I wound up calling.
Hmm.
Check.
Now you get to
Now
fold.
it's fold.
Hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, if it was a
Oh,
fold
absolutely.
before, it's a fold now.
Yeah,
Should have jammed.
I folded on the flop.
Oh, shit.
Right, we've got 36-21 and has not limped yet. 14 hands with a short stack. $42, 42 big blinds short stack.
Were you about to say,
Looks like
were
it
you-
says 22.
Mike, were you about
Yeah.
to say doll hairs?
Why-
I
why
would
did you
not
say he has a-
know, but
Why are you calling him 42? He's 22.
no, it's 42.22.
Oh,
You can't see the
there's a
decimal.
decimal point there that I can't see.
Yep, it's 42.22.
Okay, gotcha. All right, great. So go ahead and ISO him. Let's see what happens.
Checks to us. He has 39 left.
Yep,
See bet call.
we did pick up equity.
He checks.
We picked up equity, but boy, it feels like boy, does he feel like he has that he's in the land of ace, or that 6 helps him. He's in the land of ace, or he's in the land of 5-7.
And he's got 36 left.
Yeah.
You either have to jam here or fold.
I do go with a big size.
No, you can check behind. You don't have to jam. You don't have to fold. You
Well,
can get to the
or-
river for
Or
free.
check behind, yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Now he's committed.
All
What-
right.
Left.
Checks. He has 26 left. And I think maybe the 9.
9 could scare some 7s.
Well,
You
9
don't need to scare him.
We've
You
no
can check
option.
behind it. You can check behind and win against a 7.
So you don't really need to. You can't really bluff here. He's calling you with an ace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way they're calling it folding an ace now.
So
Right.
you have no opportunity to bluff. So you might as well just check behind. What does he have?
Ace deuce.
Of spades.
Ace deuce. The 9 saved me.
Yep.
Well, if the 9 didn't come, were you gonna blast there? Because that's pretty scary.
I don't know. Considering his stack size left, maybe not.
I was gonna say if he was deep, then yeah, you can blast and you can get a hand like ace 2 to fold. But with him being as short as he is, what is he gonna put down an ace when he's got? Like
Yeah.
what? I don't know how many big. I can't see, but I know it's not a lot.
Yeah, 26. He had 26. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't think he's folding.
I ran into that on Saturday. I ran a great bluff where the guy was tanking and I couldn't see his damn chips. And he was like, oh, I guess I'm all in. And I flipped it over and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't realize you had $20 left and you tank called me with second pair. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, I think a better player might, but a better player is not going to have 43 big blinds to start and limp in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So a 3-bet and a call.
I think
This
you
would,
can exit.
How deep is the second caller?
second caller is 59. 6, so started with 60.
Okay.
Well, I think one way to think of it is that your implied odds are reduced against the stack depth. You're often dominated. I think I like a fold.
Yeah, you're right. Same with this guy.
Mhm.
You just don't have implied odds for the straight and flush.
I called. Sorry, Larry. The caller checks. I will be checking. And it checks through.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting.
That's an option.
Much more interesting.
Okay.
So your SPR is around 2.
Yeah.
Do we think it's weird to calculate geometric? You don't know if you can get 2 calls, but does it make sense to think geometric here?
I have a lot of hands that aren't going to fold.
I mean,
That's a good
geometric,
point.
I think part of the philosophy behind geometric is that it generates more calls, but results in more calls. Sometimes it's called bet smoothing.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you just bet like 50-60% pot here, 60% technically.
What is their range?
I think I like 50, I think I like half pot
They
here.
have a lot of they have a lot of single pairs here. They can have 2 pairs here that didn't bet. They could have had 10 queen and jack queen, which didn't bet on the flop. And somebody might have a 9.
So I think you can bet pretty big here and get calls. And
Call probably both streets though.
I like bet smoothing. I like geometric. Is that
Okay.
off base?
Well, if you bet, what's geometric here? What's the
About
size?
half pot, half to 60%.
So you put 16 and you get one call. You got 50 something behind. I don't love it. I would just go bigger.
You don't have 50 behind. Remember, you're playing their stack.
Oh shit! I didn't see their stacks. Yeah, then
Yeah. That's why
yeah.
you can bet small.
You can go small then. Yeah.
Yeah, I like B50. I like bet smoothing.
Course, I mean, we're chopping with any other ace, right?
Yep. Yep. We don't care.
But if you bet small, like he's talking about, you can get somebody else, chop up somebody else's money.
True.
All right. There's just no money out there.
Yeah. Now it's
And he says you want, dude.
Yeah.
Choose your own adventure.
so. Why didn't you bet the turn?
I don't know why I didn't bet the turn. I'm thinking at the time I was thinking that they're just gonna fold like everything but an ace, but you guys made some good points. They can have two pair sets.
Yeah, I think our automatic thought here is that approximate geometric. I mean, the theory is that a geometric sizing results in the highest amount of defense mathematically.
Mm-hmm.
If your attempt is to get it all in by river, that's the mathematics behind it. Now, whether that applies to humans, I don't know, but I think I like B50, which is going to leave you about half pot bet behind, right? B50 is, let's go 15. Now the pot is 30 plus 60, and then they have 30 behind. Yeah, I like B50.
It applies to you humans. I don't know about me.
Now, one thing on the river or here, either one, both places. When you ask yourself, what will they call with, which is a good question. Remember though, that's not your job to answer that question. That's their job to answer the question, what they're going to call with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and there's that argument too.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm not saying we never just, not saying we never think about what we're targeting. I'm just saying when you come up with the answer, I can't think of anything that they will call me with. There's always that other step. Maybe they can think of something.
Also, I think you can get everybody to call for even smaller than half pot.
Yeah.
Because,
Can.
and then you still have plenty of your stack to pot ratio is so low, you can still get all the money in and get value from a jack or a queen that somehow calls. But these people, like you're saying, like he just said, is they'll call with. It's up to them to make that decision. And if you
Yeah.
bet small enough, they might just be like, "Oh, okay, whatever. It's only $5 or whatever it comes out to be IRL."
And I think what makes it worse is nobody's going to be bluffing on this board.
Right. Right.
Like I can't check here expecting somebody to bluff.
Mm-hmm.
This board is under bluff, that's for sure.
I mean, two pair is a bluff.
Yeah.
And they think now the one thing is that I should be betting because that's absolute hand strength versus relative hand strength. And they think, oh, I've got a set.
Sure.
I can't fold a set.
Imagine if you just picked up your king 10 and you had diamonds. I mean, your hand looks fantastic. You're not going anywhere.
So when it did get back to me, I bet small and just got a call here.
All right, let's see what both of them had. What did villain 44 have? Right. He's not putting any more money in. Okay.
Yeah, either way, you're not getting much out of that.
Yeah, if they're not going to over aggress on that. That was a terrible check.
Mm.
Early position under the gun, four ways.
Sizing is
And
important
done.
here. What
And
sizing?
you're done.
Yeah. Check.
He's deep. He's 273. I only have 109. And the big blind is 3220. Pretty sure I just check here.
Good check.
Oh, okay. Mm,
Not folding,
Just,
same position. Fully realizing equity.
just call.
So is this a fold?
No,
or
no, you got the queen of diamonds
Right?
and you got the queen of diamonds and you got pocket queens. So you're confident in 9 outs plus, I mean, yes, the 8 pairs and they could have a full house, but screw that. You're confident in 9 outs, you believe in 2 more outs, that's 11 outs. And sometimes if it goes check on the river, you actually have the best hand.
I don't know if I did the math right, but I think each out is 4%. So 9 times 4, 36 in half, 18, right? So
That's turn.
It should only, yeah, it should only be 2.
You wanna
Two.
think about the rule of two
yeah,
and
yeah,
four.
yeah,
One, two.
I know, but I'm saying like, okay, maybe I wrote it down wrong,
No,
but yeah, but
Skate
yeah,
did it right. Skate did it the hard way.
yeah,
He
in
said
half by
each out is
yeah.
4%. I divide that by 2 because I only have 1 card to come, which is the same as multiplying by 2. But
Yeah.
Skate wants to do more math.
Yeah, 36 and half, 18. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so what bet size? Well, whatever. So they bet 7 into 10. If they would have bet pot, it still would have been good enough.
And it's still money behind because remember, you're drawing to the nuts.
Okay,
Yeah,
odds.
your implied odds are important here.
Yeah.
okay.
What do you?
So here, it's
Right,
like,
because-
the question becomes, if we bet, are we getting called by worse?
Off that, are we bluffing here?
You're turning queens into a bluff to try to get it.
No,
Trying to think about it because
You should think about it.
I
don't
wish I was
think.
still young
Right.
and full of bluffs.
Well, I'm trying to think. At least the horse question is, how often do you win at showdown here?
Mhm.
And
More than half the
when
time.
he checks back the flop, when he checks back on the river, he doesn't have a flush, so it's unlikely that he has a flush.
Well, you're blocking it. So you want to turn your queens. You want to generate folds from ace X, right?
Oh, from King X.
King X, not
Yeah.
ace X. Ace X, he probably doesn't play ace X this way.
I think that this, I think turning your queens into a bluff is pretty gangster. I don't,
Well, I'm just trying to think if it's more profitable.
if he's not folding an ace X, then I don't think it's worth it.
It's too thin to bet for value, that's for sure. And the
That's for
question is,
sure.
you win at showdown with this, and I think
I think you just win enough. I don't see a bluff. I mean, I
how much
could be wrong.
remember that the big blind is short stack, isn't he?
no, he's deep.
No, he's
Okay.
deep.
Never mind.
Yeah. If he's oh, you should have shown the cards. I don't know. I can only see the king, but I was trying to think. I mean, a lot of what I think he has is a king,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to think of. So you're not gonna get you might be able to get an ace to fold, but we don't really want to try and do that, and we want to get a king to fold. A flush came out. He checked bluff, catch the river. He has showdown. You lose to a showdown every time. He doesn't bet an 8 on the turn. That doesn't make any sense. So you
What
have
about
to
busted FTs?
You don't need to bet at his busted FDs. There's no value in betting at him.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's my argument for not
Yeah,
betting him.
that's what Larry's saying.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Yes.
it's true, but you're gonna win against them either way.
Yes.
And a busted. I don't know. Is this guy aggressive?
Yes.
He's aggressive. He's gonna bet his flush. He might bet his flush draw on the flop, and if he's aggressive, he should just turn it into a bluff here on the river. So
Well, what size are you gonna use here?
I'm trying. I think that I'd bet like 35 or 40 to fold out a king.
Well, it'll probably work. But, so let's edify for me, because I'm frankly not sure. So our indicator that he has a king X is his bet on turn.
I think that it's his bet on turn and his check on the river, not just his bet on the turn.
Yeah, I can get there. All right, I see. Okay, but okay, so he uses a big bet when the king comes. We call. Then he checks. What king X does he have? He has king.
I don't know what he has. I didn't see the other card, but are you asking like his range or what he specifically has?
I was asking Mike what he had. King X.
King Jack of spades.
Yeah, so I'm not finding it, but I like it. I like it when we're blocking the flush, but it feels really gangster to me.
Or you look really stupid a lot of the time too, which I'm good at both.
I do like though
well-
that you're betting big enough to make the king think about it because because he's got to think this. He's got to go that you bet a lot. You raised pre-flop. You bet a lot of your aces on the flop when you get there, when there's with the two diamonds. When the king of diamonds comes and you call him, you've got a lot of diamond draws. Your aces, you had to check behind an ace there, and now you decide to turn your ace into this big bet. No, that makes no sense from your ace. So it's got to be diamonds. Well, diamonds don't make much sense because you didn't raise your diamonds when you could have. So it's not going to be that hard for him to find a bluff catch based on logic. So you've got to bet big enough that he goes, fuck my logic. I don't want to lose that many chips.
Also,
Yeah.
if you the only hand you block the only hand that is invulnerable, and it's not completely out of the world though for you to have a flush here. I mean, if I had the nut flush here, I don't know if I'm going to raise off every time when he starts to lead into me and I'm in position.
Yeah.
Chance to let him bluff at it again if he's bluffing, and if he has a diamond, he's going to keep betting anyways, and I'm just going to make it huge.
I mean, he's capped, right? And you were correctly calling out his likely combo. It's
Make the king fold.
it's really gangster. I can't get there, but I like it. I like it because we're blocking the nuts, and I like it because you're turning what is a good hand with showdown here into a bluff to get him to fold out the better hands. I like it. It's hard for me to find.
The question is whether it would have worked. Who knows? It might have worked. We don't know.
I mean, is his hand, I mean, to an overbet, like what we're talking about, like a B150, it is hard for him to potentially find a hero second pair.
I just think
And you correctly identified his combo, which I like, and it's hard for me to get there. It's hard for me to see it, but it makes sense.
just need to watch more Hungry Horse. It's actually pretty impressive how much it helps. His ranging abilities have changed my game entirely.
Yeah, ranging ability is the secret sauce.
Absolutely.
ISO. Fold.
That was easy.
What do you have?
Oh, good question.
I have a question on the queen hand. Assuming that he is a thinking player, how do we get around the issue that not a lot of that our aces don't want to play that way? They don't want to slow play the flop, just call the turn, and then bet huge on the river. Trying to get it, trying to
We
make
are
it
repping a
difficult.
very thin range, as we are often when we're using a highly polar.
Yeah,
strat.
what hand wants to do that?
And the only hand that wants to do that is the one we're blocking, which is the nut flush.
What hands would want to do
So
this?
what hands of ours want to play this way? They don't want to raise the turn on the
Queen
flip.
high flushes want to play this way,
Okay.
but beyond that, queen high
Well, that's a
flushes
good
want
thing.
to slow
But
play
if
at
queen
some
high
frequency.
flushes want to do this, then we want to have the queen of diamonds. We want it to be possible for us to have that hand. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. We're blocking the nuts, and that is what I think got Brian to the license to do this, is the nut blocker.
So we're bluffing the
Also, I think he's just extremely capped. I mean,
Yeah.
he just doesn't have. Even if he is a thinking player, it's going to be hard to put in your money when you bet like
Right.
that.
Right.
Like,
That's what I'm saying is that I think it's really easy for him to have a king. I think it's easy for us to put him on a king there. But if he thinks about it, what value hand plays the way we did?
not a
Yeah.
ton.
The one we're blocking is the only solution I have.
Okay.
I think nut flush would
Okay.
play somewhat. It also depends though. 'Cause
Maybe a set of kings, but there's only one combo, and he knows that.
sets of kings.
Well, we don't know if he knows that, but
Well, then he said. Fuck I said, yeah.
I think other sets fast playing.
Yeah. That's the problem is that our aces don't like to check back the flop very much.
When you say aces, do you mean pocket aces?
No,
Or
no, I mean our ace
ace
X.
X? Oh,
Our ace X
because I would be checking back pretty much every ace there
Okay, except for
on the
ace king.
flop.
I think it was Dean also made a good point that you don't have nut flush draw on the flop if you're sitting there with queen jack suited. And then you now get the nuts on the turn. So you might not bet your draw on the flop, and then now you turn it and you don't need to, you're in position. You don't need to start building the pot yet.
Okay. And then on the river, you just go extra big. Like, come on, let's get maximum value from his ace. Okay.
Get greedy.
I don't. I think population bets their aces here. I would be checking back almost every ace.
Okay.
I think, right? I mean, we're 4 away here. Like,
I think population bets a lot of their aces there because they don't want to see another diamond.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you betting every one of your aces? If you have ace 10, ace jack, are you always betting?
I'm not population, but now let me answer the question.
As you saw,
I've called 4 places.
sometimes I'm stupid and do bet with my ace 10, but I'm learning that I need to this situation. If I had ace 10 or ace 9, I would probably check the flop, call the turn, bet for thin for value on the river. But I don't know if I go
But
huge.
you're not betting, right, but you're betting small on the river.
On the river, if I was in the situation doing the inverse question of, okay, I think his range is capped, he has a king, I have an ace, I have him beat here, how much do I want to bet to get him to call? I would obviously bet smaller than that, but I
Right.
think still go pretty large and get him to call with kings.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That was ace queen. We get a limped pot with 10-6. Check, check, check. Check. Do I start bluffing? I don't start bluffing. Okay, we get 10 high flush.
Just put it all into 3 big blind pot. Oh shit.
Fold to a raise.
So yeah, bet fold or
Yeah, bet and fold to a raise.
Yeah, I'd consider calling. It's probably bad. They don't bluff the river.
third.
Are they
third
open
nuts.
a weaker flush?
10 high.
If you can't fold the 10 here, you can't bet the 10. That's my opinion.
Right.
I-
I agree with Scotty.
And you killed him. You just killed him. He had nothing. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's
He played
pretty
weird.
close.
Needs to go
Mm.
bigger.
I think, Scotty, I think I probably would consider folding that, except again, now here we're dealing with a super aggressive type player.
Great.
And so it's more of an overcall, right?
Yep, absolutely. And just hang on.
Nice hand. I like it.
This one is heads up. This is probably stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Very stupid.
That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, but actually, that's not true. They have bluffs in that area. Heads
Yeah.
up, heads up. That is that can be raised.
Not quite that far down, but
I don't know anything about heads up.
get a limper down here.
Sure.
Probably not going to be doing much else.
Oh no, there's a return coming. Things can happen now. Look at
Here we go.
this.
Any reason to bet?
Yes, but I think it's a better reason to check.
You want them to bluff?
Not necessarily bluff. Just we have we have showdown and we can easily call a bet. Just the inexpensive way to. It's the inexpensive way to. We are going to realize our equity.
Can we deny some of the equity
Yep, we can.
versus 2 players?
Yep, we can.
Like even getting one person to fold.
Sure. That's something, but if we get one person to fold and the other person has, if they don't both fold, we've kind of wasted that because the equity that that guy folded is already in that other guy's hand against us. Assuming that, that he has any sort of made hand. If he has a deuce, whatever. So we're gonna check the river, or are we gonna bet small and hope to get called by? That's the problem. You're gonna check call here?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna turn a 6 into a bluff when you block the spades?
Right. I think betting is worse, right? So check call is better than betting, right? Yes. Probably. I think so.
Let's see what his size is.
Oh,
Yeah, check is good.
What do you think, Brian?
I would like to react to the way he bets.
Good.
Who?
Check.
I
Oh,
would,
yeah. You mean after we check, you mean, right?
yeah, I would like to check and see the way. And if he just checks, that's fine. And sometimes you win. And if he bets, I think there's a chance to try and steal it.
Depending on his size.
Yeah, if he bets really small, I think you can just blast him the hell off of what his queen if he has a queen or
Like
something.
it.
Right.
Like it.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, ace high works out. There.
Let's see. What did so and so over here have? Nothing.
Yeah, he had no equity against you. Surprisingly, that's rare.
Well, he had the 8. Oh no, yep, you're
Oh,
right.
He had
Yep,
no
you're right.
equity
Didn't
against
have
you. But yay.
This is a Scotty size ISO.
Yay, nice.
Folded.
He leads. He doesn't have anything. He leads big though.
We know what Nuffle says, but I don't love this Nuffle situation. Let's see if you Nuffle him.
I don't
Well,
like this. I'm calling here to see what he does on the turn.
We're not
Yeah.
calling with the, we're not
We
folding
can't,
with the
we
club.
can't predict his Nuffleness from his hand.
Yeah.
The club gives us enough to call to call here.
Oh,
The surprising fold, to be honest.
Yeah, this
Oh,
club gives us enough.
why do we not believe in mass data analysis?
Well, were we multi-way or were we heads up?
We're heads up on flop.
heads up.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
That is a Nuffle spot, assuming we just assume that somebody who donks into us is a fish.
Mhm.
He has no
And
reason,
and who flat calls the ISO.
Yep.
and there's no reason to donk on that board.
Yeah, it's like terrible board to dunk.
Mhm.
All right, chalk one up for being chicken Nuffle.
Right.
And that's it.
Good hands. You have more for tomorrow?
I'll have the cards up if we want to have a theme, and we can
Yeah,
filter
let's-
for theme.
Tomorrow, I'll do another live solve. And then we'll go to hand histories. Brian's gonna play tonight. And we'll do that.
Okay. Do you want to do your bomb pots on Friday? Just because we're running long.
Yeah, are you here on Friday?
Yeah, I'm here on Friday.
Let's just do it on Friday then.
All right.
Alright, guys,
Larry, yes, sign on. So when we go off, I'll go off. Make sure you can sign on, Larry, before we leave.
yeah, I'll call you if I can't get on, or I'll text you. I'll
Sounds good.
text you and let you know.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Alright,
All right.
thank you, Scotty.
Anything you want to say to the group, Skate?
Sure. See you guys on Friday.